All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hope everybody's well this morning. Cadillac 634, what's going on, man? Like I said, first one in the door after my day off, man. You said, good morning, Fanon. Took my grandson to Charlo's boxing gym yesterday. It was priceless. Video on my page. Okay, for sure, man. I'll go check that out, man. That's what's up. Oh, man, I got the wrong cup. Where's my cup? Spill it that quick. Man, that's cool. I hope you had a good time, man. Yeah, it's always nice to go. It's always nice to go to people's gyms, man. Always nice to see him in person, see him work out, man, make it more real. Excuse me. Mike Cardenas, what's going on, man? TL Summerford, what's going on? Plagiarism, good morning. Javier Cito, what's going on, sir? Big blunts and boxing in the building. What's going on, man? I'm good, man. I took a day off yesterday, man. I needed to rest my voice. It was very, very sore. So I chilled out last night, watched yesterday. Didn't work at all. Just watched a bunch of movies. Should have exercised, man. Should have exercised. That's the one thing I missed. But man, I just chilled out, watched a bunch of different movies. Didn't really pay much attention. Just watched what was going on in boxing a little bit. Saw Errol Spence Jr. series of tweets. Saw these guys going back and forth about Shakur Stevenson and Josh Warrington, as if, but at the same time, it's an interesting discussion because a lot of people using money as a reason not to take fights. And at one point in time, do we just stop caring, man? Shakur Stevenson didn't take a fight with Josh Warrington. And he said, yeah, I'd love that fight, but you can't offer me chump change for the fight. So I thought to myself, that's a pretty good example of somebody not taking money for a fight against a guy that he would have absolutely demolished. But I'm tripping because he wound up taking a fight for a unification fight anyway. No. Who did he lose his belt to? He lost his belt against somebody he's beating up. Whoever the guy was he fought last. I don't think that was for a unification fight. But so he didn't take he didn't fight for the IBF belt at one, but that's actually at 126. So I wonder what that's about. Because Josh Warrington's at 126, he was at 130. But anyway, you get my point. So just, all kind of accusations about people not taking fights because of the money or whatever. TL Summerford in the building. What's going on? Said back for the boxing breakdown based on logic. Hey, man, the best we can do. Yeah, Sal. Thank you, Superman. Jay Lex in the building. What's going on, man? James Gaines, what's happening? Christopher Brown. Aaron Ernie, what's happening, Ernie? And Superman says Sal. Yeah, that was the Sal fight. That's a good fight, though, with Sal. And my man, Terry Schmoot. What's going on, Terry? How was your day yesterday, man? We will try to be back. We'll be back on Saturday after the holiday, man. This feels like a really, really slow week because of the holiday. For me, man. Growing the beard back, growing back the beard nine. No. Nah, man. Again, as I said, I just haven't been shaving every day. I'll go back to shaving now, man. This will be off my face tomorrow. I'm not, oh man, I got a little sting in my eye. Something got my eye. Yes, Khan wasn't going out like a chump. Who was, Sal? No, Sal didn't go out like a chump. Sal's a good fighter, man. Sal's a good fighter. Yeah, but I'm just wondering, man, like how many of these fights really get held up because of money? I don't know why Shakur Stevenson will go over the UK to fight Josh Warrington anyway. And on the other side of it, how much money is Frank Warren really going to offer him to beat his guy? Because Josh Warrington has he ain't got a snowball's chance and double double hockey stick to do anything with Shakur Stevenson. Me and my son both fighting on December 17th. Okay, that's what's up, man. Oh, look. Oh, Terrence Crawford's undercard. It's filling out. again, Steve Nelson, which is very predictable. Knew that Steve Nelson was going to be on the card. But Steve Nelson, he ain't fought in like 2 years? Hey, Will Wright said, dang, Fanon, just skip past all my good morning, Fanon, and welcome back. Oh, did I miss him? I'm sorry, man. How did I see him? Oh, there you go. Will Wright in the building says, salute, Fanon, and welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't go anywhere for too long now, you know? It was just yesterday. Hey, Patrick Bell said, happy Thanksgiving, Fanon, in the chat. Please hit that like button on your way in. Yeah, absolutely. Hit the like button on the way in, man. Yeah, DH, come on. Come on, Will Wright, got to cut me a break, man. I wasn't gonna miss all your comments, man. I think I might have been comment on one too long. Mr. Maligna, man, I'm just gonna say MTS, Tejan Say, Fanon, love from London. Yeah, shout out to London, man. I got some beef about something I said about Ireland on Twitter because I said I like their food, and somebody complained about people not saying they don't like British food when they like Irish food. Like, look, man, I can't speak on that, man. But if you got some shepherd's pie or some cottage pie, I will definitely eat it. Well, before I had to watch my carbs very carefully. Tony T. Martin Ali got moved from Minnesota to Vegas. Martin Ali, who's Ali? Demand must have exceeded what they expected. Yeah, I can't speak on it. You talking about the Martin fight? The Martin fight? Yeah, against. Oh, why you keep calling that dude Ali, man? That dude is Michelle Rivera, and honestly, man, he don't look anything like Ali. So, other than his haircut and somewhat his skin color, you know. Yeah, here comes the dating online thing, man. Here comes the dating online. No, thank you. Don't want to date you online. Please get out of here. Well, I don't understand how in the world these guys are so on. They're so on it, man. Question: do you watch battle rap? No, I do not watch battle rap. I've had enough of people insulting each other, man. Like, I'm a little good with that, man. He said, he told you Black Prime got money, shows Errol ducked the fight. How you duck $25 million and they got Cyborg on the undercard. Dude, they got Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg, man. Chris Cyborg. How in the world? Yeah, it looks more like Tito Trinidad. Yeah, absolutely. How in the world did they manage to pull that whammy off of getting Chris Cyborg? Chris Cyborg and Steve Nelson. I'm okay with that. Who do I got with White and Franklin? I don't know, man. Dillian White, probably. Dillian White. I think Dillian White will probably win. That's just me guessing because I haven't really seen Franklin a lot. But I don't know, man. I'm looking forward. We do got a fight coming up this weekend, though, with Regis Prograis. Now, ask me what I think about the Regis Prograis Zepeda fight. I think Zepeda is about to get beat up because I didn't realize that Regis Prograis is actually bigger than him. You know what I mean? 21 Dirk said, they have complimentary battle. They have compliment battles, right? Oh, do they? Then I definitely don't want to see that. Nah, I'm just not big into rap, man. I'm just got to tell you, man, I'm not really into rap that much. I like it as an art form, but I'm just not really into that. I'm not really into rap in any form that much. I'm straight with all of that, man. Herbert Johnson, big in that super chat, brother. Thank you, man, for the support. He said, let's get the day started off right. Just a little something for the best show on YouTube, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. That means a ton. Thank you, man. That is big, sir. That is big. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Regis, man. Who you got, Herbert Johnson? You watching? I'm excited about that fight tonight. I'm excited about that fight. And I am definitely looking forward to the month of December, January. I think we're about to hit a really good I think we're about to get a really big, a good, stretch of fights or whatever. I really think so, man. Jay Lex said, yeah, Regis fitting to beat Zepeda. Yeah, man, he looked too little. If you're the same size as Regis Prograis, I think you're gonna be in some trouble, man. And Regis Progress, man, he ain't even sweating the dude. His ass was like, man, this is whatever, man. You know, whatever. He can look at my face all he wants. He about to get done. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to Regis in that fight. And hopefully Regis go ahead and get that belt. And then, you know, then people are gonna have to deal with Regis at 140 pounds, man. Mike Cardina said, do you think Canelo will drop the belts? Do you think Canelo will drop the belts to avoid David Benavidez? Yeah, absolutely. Man, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez ain't real, man. I don't have any hopes for him giving me any fight. His thing is just terrible, man. I have no hope of him giving me any type of fight that I'm really interested in seeing. No, he's gonna go off and he'll find somebody else, some other record to find. I'll be the first Mexican to win a fight in Yugoslavia, type of something like that, man. You know what I mean? Canelo is just such a disappointment for me, man. That no, I don't have any faith that he's gonna give me a fight that I actually want to see, man. Dude, 200 Dirk, man. Come on, don't ask me to keep it a buck, dude. I don't get that. With me as a loyal fan, who do you think is? I'm not a loyal. I'm a fan. I wouldn't call myself loyal. Do you think who is truly better between Errol, Spence Jr. and Crawford? Who is better? I think Errol Spence Jr. is going to win the fight. I don't know as far as who's better. It's what and what. They're going to have to fight. That's why you have to see the fight. I don't know. I think Errol Spence Jr. will beat him, but that's because I'm looking at the style of the fight, not judging them independently of one another. Just looking at what do I think is going to happen in the fight between the two of them. And what I think is going to happen in the fight between the two of them, I think Errol's going to outpoint him. Just because of his work ethic. I don't see Terrence Crawford catching him and knocking him out and jumping. I don't see that. I don't see that fight turning out like the rest of those fights have turned out at 147. I think that he's going to have to fight the whole way through, and he's going to lose on the scorecards. That's me. But who's the better fighter? It's whoever wins the fight is the better fighter in the ring that night. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I've given that analysis a bunch of times, and it's really, it's not going to change, man. Herbert John said, date night with my little princess, whatever she wants, she gets, especially on date night. You missed my first super chat with the 7-month member, but it's all good. How did I, that dude, I didn't miss it. It didn't show it. But let me go back. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, Herbert Johnson. It didn't show. Let me look at it on the other screen. And my man Dirk, 2100 in the building. Thank you, brother, man. Thank you for that support, bro. Let me go over here and look at it. Because I did not, unless you're talking about yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yeah, there you go. Herbert Johnson said, what's up, Fanon? Blessings to you and the chat, the AKA neighborhood, John Boy, Lone Star Steph, Mike Kirkland, everyone else. Salute. Thank you, brother. Mike Kirkland, my man, Herbert Johnson, Fanon's favorite member for 7 months. Thank you, brother. Sorry about that, bro. Yeah. I missed it. Because that doesn't come up on the StreamYard. For some reason, it won't. We haven't seen Crawford in a dog fight. I think Spence stopping him in the championship rounds. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Sugar Sweets, I just don't think he's going to take that fight, man. I just don't think he's going to take that fight, man. There's just Terrence Crawford's on weird time, man. And it just, I just don't think he's going to take the fight, man. That's me. Herbert Johnson, big time holding the chat down. Thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you, man. It's all good. I figured it didn't show. Shout out to my guys, John Boy, Lone Star Steph, Mike K, everyone else in the chat, aka the neighborhood. Yes, sir. I like that, man. Welcome to the neighborhood. I like that. I like that phrasing. Yes, sir. John said Bud is going to have problems with Spence consistency, and Spence is going to have problems with Bud's technical adjustments. See, I don't get that, man. I don't think so. Man, I don't know, man. After this duck, I'm just thinking the dude is very overrated. After the duck, bro, I don't believe him, man. After the great duck, it's so hard for me to believe him. After the great duck. After all of that, and you don't take the fight, man. No, man. After the great duck. Errol must have got it clocked in camp. Why does he have an eye patch on? Unless that was old footage of him. I don't know why he has a eye patch on. I don't know. I know that it's not recent because, dude, he's in Africa. He's not in camp right now. He said, I agree with Fanon team, Spence, man down. Yeah, it's just hard for me to believe, man. I apologize, but I did not see the fight going that way. Have you ever seen Errol Spence Jr. fight on the back foot? Yes. We've seen Crawford put in every position. He just came out on top. Yes. I have seen Errol Spence Jr. fight on the back foot. Yeah. He did it against Mikey Garcia. And he did it in spurts against everybody. Yeah, man. Absolutely, I've seen him fight on the back foot. Yeah. And you've definitely never seen Terrence Crawford in a position where he literally has to fight with a dude that he can't hurt. You've never seen him in a situation where, like Errol Spence Jr. situation, where somebody is tagging him, really ripping him to the body, and a southpaw dude that is walking him down and that he's not be able to hit very cleanly. I don't think you've seen him in every situation. And yes, absolutely, I've definitely seen Errol fight on the back foot. But why would you have to worry about him fighting on the back foot against Terrence Crawford? Have you ever seen Terrence Crawford ever make somebody fight on the back foot? Ask a question. Have you ever seen Terrence Crawford make somebody fight on the back foot? I love when people say that. But have you ever seen Bud do that? Who have you seen Bud push and push backwards and make him fight on the back foot, where they are for any consistent amount of time going backwards? I don't remember him doing that. Sean Porter, no. Amir Khan, no. Kell Brook, no. I mean, no. I have never seen him make somebody fight him on the back foot. Man, please. He did not. No, I've never seen him make anybody fight on the back foot. Bud is a counterpuncher. Bud goes backwards. That's the setting trap. But that's just, but look, like I said, man, the fight could turn out how the fight turns out, but Terrence Crawford has to accept it first. So until he accepts it, I don't know what else I can say. Like, I'll believe it. He said, have you ever seen Crawford fight more than one A-level fighter at 147? I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not doing any type of philosophy conversation, Charles Smith. Thank you for asking me the question about David Hume. I'm not doing any of that today. Stone Alone in the building said, good morning, Fanon in the chat. Today's my wife's birthday. This is for yesterday and today. Hey, thank you, brother. Man, with the big support, bro. Thank you, Stone Alone. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Actually, it wasn't a duck. It was a promotional banter between Crawford and Al and Heyman. Al chose not, man. That's not true, bro. That's not true. That's not true, Ja. It's not true. Not what you just said. It wasn't a duck. It was a promotional banter between Crawford and Heyman. Dude, Heyman works for Terrence or Errol, man. It's Errol. It's not Al Heyman. It's Errol. Errol, how come? Why? I do not get this, man. Why is Errol Spence Jr. the only guy that cannot have a manager? Why is everybody else manager gets to speak for them and it's still the fighter, but Errol has a manager and it's not the manager. It's not Al, it's the manager. Man, it absolutely is a lie. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's a lie. It's not true. Al chose not to give Crawford a standard promotional agreement. It's not true. That is not true. First of all, you don't even have to ask for that. You get that. But transparency is not the issue, man. You're way behind on that stuff. That's not the issue, man. That is not the issue. By the way, please, Terry Smooth, don't encourage him, man, to make him think what he says is true. That's just not true, bro. What's going on? Chicken Talk in the building said you are 100% correct. Bud isn't taking that fight. Everything was perfectly aligned for it to happen. He walked away knowing mandatories would get in the way next year. I mean, it's pretty much, brother. It's like, come on, man. I don't believe him. I don't know what you want. Like, I don't believe him. At the end of the day, I don't believe him. Like, we can all have our own, come away with our own opinion about things. My opinion is I do not believe him because he just lied too much, or he played with. Let me put it this way. There's too much fuzzy stuff in what he's saying. Too much, man. Dude, just say you didn't want the fight, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't want the fight, you didn't want the fight for whatever reason. You say, okay, man, no. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on and that, man. You got to start telling people when you're going live on your short clips. I just happened to be up with my daughter, getting her ready for school, seeing your post, and had to show some love. I mean, I guess I could probably put my stuff up a little bit earlier, but I don't know what I'm going to talk about until like 5 minutes before the show. So that's my weakness. But I go live the same time every day. So there's really no need. I go live at 8 o'clock in the morning, every morning. Mr. Kinney said, great point for 9. Exactly. Every other fighter gets to have a manager except Spence. Yeah, it's silly. It's like this man has a manager. Like, he has a manager and advisor that works for him. But it's not Errol. It's the manager and advisor. It's not Deontay. It's Shelly Finkel. I mean, come on, man. You guys just trying to use Al Heyman's name, and it's like Al Heyman's name is you've turned Al Heyman's name into a cuss word. You buy that stuff, man. Hey, Malik Prendergast, just showing support for the knowledge. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you, Mr. Prendergast. Appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much for that support, bro. I wish the boxing, Malik Sheikh Zulu said, I wish the boxing guys could make EJ and Terrence Crawford a mandatory fight. Look, at this point in time, man, I want to see him have to fight the WBO mandatory for Jaron Ennis. That's what I want. That's what I want. I'm not even going to play about it. I want to see that because I know there's another great fighter in that division. And if Terrence Crawford wants to play na with the only belt left, then dude, I hope he gets put in a situation where one of the best fighters becomes mandatory. And that is Jaron Ennis with the WBO. And if he can beat Jaron Ennis, so be it. If he can't, give up the belt. And then we can get Errol and Jaron. And that is just as good a fight, in my opinion. I'll be just as amped, and it'll be a lot easier to make because Jaron Ennis is not going to be doing all that drama. You know what I'm saying? Not all that, and he's not going to do all that nonsense. Kareem Eubank said Bud signed a multi-fight deal for $10 million. That fight ain't happening. Bud was offered $10 million guarantee and went with BLK. BLK ducking for his life. I mean, I don't know what's going on, man. Kareem Eubanks, he's just very disappointing, bro. He's just very disappointing. So he said Bud would throw that damn belt away if that happens. Let him throw away. Let him throw it away then. Let him throw it away. No worries. Throw it away. Somebody will catch it. Jaron will catch it with somebody, and then somebody's going to catch it from Jaron, and then Jaron will have the belt. And then we can have an undisputed fight between Errol and Jaron. And nobody got to do any begging for Bud. But he's not. But if he drops that belt, which he probably would, keep it. That's fine. Whatever. Then if he drops the belt and doesn't fight Jaron, dude, it's over for him. Like if Jaron gets a WBO mandatory and he does not fight Jaron Ennis, dude, it is completely and utterly over for him. Without a doubt. I don't want to hear, I would not want to hear anything else about him. For me. What's going on, Benson Hedges? Terrell Howard, you don't take $10 million for at least a $20 million job. You got to stop the BS. First of all, Terrell Howard, how do you know that it is a $20 million job? That's silly. You got to sell tickets, man. How do you know that it is? That's mighty presumptuous that you think that that fight is worth $20 million for him. When he's not sold, when there hasn't been any tickets sold. How do you figure that that's worth $20 million? That is a perversion. That's perversion of economics right there. That he assumes it's worth $20 million. That just tells you that guy's used to getting guarantees and thinks that the guarantee is just going to go up and up and up and up and up. And he's willing for the risk to sit on everybody else and not himself. No, I mean, it's the $20 million fight. That's the number that he pulled out, man. I thought EJ, thought the man was easy work, bro. But whatever it is, you know what it is, man. Good morning, Fanon. What's up with Thurman and Spence? Well, the WBA, now we know that he doesn't have, that the WBA mandatory will be after the WBC mandatory because the WBA approved Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. So somebody had, TGB asked for it. So they had to ask for it on behalf of Errol, or Errol's camp at the very least. So I'm sure they're out there trying to convince Errol to fight Keith Thurman next. But as of right now, Errol Spence Jr. said he doesn't know what he's going to do, you know? STJ Saab said Spence and Crawford need to pay Fanon for promotional purposes and for keeping them relevant. Nah, man. They keep themselves relevant. That ain't me. Man, come on now. Don't put that. That ain't me. That's them. And also it's the fault of boxing. Because they just, now there's starting to be other things to go on. There's starting to be other things going on, So I'm sure it'll die down, man, because we do have other things to talk about now that other fighters are getting made. Now that other fights are getting made. If Spence is the IBF mandatory, then why isn't Spence fighting Boots? Ja, you are a Bud fan, but I don't have a problem explaining this to you. The WBC mandatory already got issued for Errol Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman. Then there's another mandatory, which is the WBA belt, which is Stanionis. It will probably be the winner of Stanionis versus Virgil Ortiz. So that comes before the IBF. So those are three. He has three mandatories, and the IBF is the last in line of the three mandatories. That's what happens when you have three belts. Now, notice what I said about the WBA mandatory being the winner between Virgil Ortiz and Amanda Stanionis. That means Virgil Ortiz is either going to be the WBA regular champion or he's going to lose and he's going to drop in the rankings. And when he drops in the rankings, he'll no longer be number one in the WBO. Do you know who number two is in the WBO? It is Jaron Ennis. So Jaron Ennis, the mandatory, will come up for the WBO in another 4 months. He has a mandatory in 4 months, or excuse me, in 6 months. 5 or actually now that we're at 23, you can say 5 months. 5 months. So Bud has a mandatory that's going to become due in 5 months. Guess what that means? That means the WBO mandatory is going to come due before the IBF or the WBA for Errol Spence. So that means whoever the highest ranking guy is in that WBA, in the WBO, will more than likely be Terrence Crawford's mandatory. And let me tell you in advance who that is. That is Jaron Boots Ennis. Because the number one is Virgil Ortiz, and he's going to leave the rankings. One way or the other, he's going to leave that rankings. As long as he actually fights Emmanuel Stanionis, as long as he actually fights him, he's going to leave the WBO rankings, either by becoming the WBA regular champion or he is going to fall in the rankings because he lost. One way or the other. Then number 2 is Jaron. Number 3 is Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is the WBC mandatory. So he's not going to be. And then the number 4 guy right now is Connor Benn. And Connor Benn just got popped dirty for performance enhancing drugs. Stone Low said, Fanon, did you go live yesterday? I couldn't find it. No, I didn't. I didn't go live yesterday, man. I took a day off. I chilled out for the day. So there you go. Stanionis said he's not taking any more step aside money. That's what he says. We'll see. He's got to fight though. So he's got to fight Virgil Ortiz, and that'll be an interesting fight. I favor Virgil Ortiz in it, but I think that's a better fight. Ja, what you're saying is absolutely ridiculous. I supported the A side until the failed negotiations. Be it known that the A side is culpable in fault when the fight fails through. You're contradicting yourself, bro. You're not telling the truth. You're contradicting yourself now. Before you said it was the manager that you gave a specific reason. You're contradicting yourself. Before you said that there was a specific reason that you had it. Now it's just the A side. Even though once you found out that your first option was not true, you switched to something totally different, bro. No, man. Let me tell you why the fight didn't happen between Errol and Terrence. Terrence said no. Charles Smith in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling? Thank you, man. I hope you're doing well, too. The reason the fight didn't happen is because Terrence Crawford said no. That's it. He said no. After everything is said and done, the reason the fight didn't happen is because he said no. Period. Period. End of conversation. End of the day. That's what transpired. That man said no. And it is what it is, brother. It is what it is. Jaws, my hero this morning. Yeah, Jaws out here trolling. But that's all right. Oh, big time, bro. Thank you so much for that support in the Cash App, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. God dog, I might be able to take a day off today. Take a second day off. Man, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Much love in that Cash App, brother. To my man, Miss Edmund, 1103, big time, huge in the Cash App, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Ja, you're being, but you didn't say anything in there. Like that suit and tie, brother. Like that suit and tie, man. Out there doing the thing, man. Out there doing the thing. Yeah, you just, hey, Ja, you out here making excuses for your boy, man. But look, we don't got to sit on this all day, man. We don't have to talk about this all day. We actually have other things. We actually have other things we can talk about in boxing. You know what I mean? I watched Spence Ugas, and so did Crawford. That fight was brutal. Oh, man, it was really brutal, bro. Yeah, it is, man. Avancian is the B side. He accepted the Bud A side terms. Case closed. Yeah, I mean, dude, look, man. The thing at the end of the day, man, Bud said no to the fight. So there you go. I mean, we can try to see, you can't have it both ways. Easy. Well, if you guys don't know what happened, if I don't know what happened, I'm going to go with the guy that turned the fight down. If we're going to wash away everything that people said, then I'm just going to go with the guy that turned the fight down. Because for some reason, he didn't want the fight. You know? Hey, Dave was said, hey, brother Fanon, I missed you yesterday, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. I had to take a day, man. I had to let my voice rest, man. Hey, pick one, man. Ja said he said no because of the BS that Spence Heyman pulled during the negotiations. And now I'm very capable of discussing this on video. However, conversation of ridicule among fans would be futile, bro. Ja, you cannot defend it. You're wrong. Here's a link. There you go. I don't mind. Ja, you're wrong. There you go. There's the link. Click the link. You're wrong. I'm not even asking you whether you're wrong. I'm telling you you're wrong. You are not paying attention to this. He accepted all of it, but don't worry about it. Hit the link, bro. Hit the link. I don't mind, brother, today. You're just wrong. You're listening to what Terrence Crawford had to say, but you're wrong, bro. Okay? You're wrong. All of the facts are out there. You're wrong. There's a link. Man, Slick Skip, huge, bro. Thank you for that support, man. He said, please enjoy the Thanksgiving bird on me. Love to you and yours. Peace. Thank you, brother. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. Huge, man. Thank you, man. Shout out, man. No joke, man. Shout out to Slick Skip in the building. For sure. You got like 2 videos I owe you. Definitely. You got 2 videos I owe you. They go from one butt excuse to the next. They out here hopping from one of them. It's unbelievable. Yeah, man. You're jumping, man. It's the you blame the A side because it's the A side. Just because it's the A side. The man said no. He said he accepted a fight, and then he turned it down. But that's all right. Fanon, when would we find out who the hedge fund is? That man, I'm not Creative Traveler. Man, I don't nobody know about that. That's just something he pulled. Man, there's no proof whatsoever that that is actual, other than what left Bud's mouth. And since Bud says things that he doesn't mean, you can't believe it. Like I said, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. If you say you accept the fight, but you really didn't accept it, then I'm not going to believe a $50 million offer from somebody to you, that straight to you to boot. Ja, what's going on, man?
Peace, my brother.
Hey, peace to you, brother. So what's going on, man?
My brother, a lot of us are dealing with, I'm not even going to call it media hype or hyperbole. A lot of us are dealing with the media's reaction to what has been going on to 2 promotional companies fighting for the same fight. Now, I personally know a year ago, a major promoter in the industry was called into Terrence Crawford's camp by his team, pursuing the possibility of getting outside financiers or receiving, let me correct that, they received an offer. Terrence Crawford was in contractual agreement with Top Rank Boxing. He was ending that contractual agreement. In lieu of that, Terrence Crawford knew that there was a move to be made for him to get that major unification bout with Errol Spence. In that knowledge, Terrence Crawford left Top Rank. And I think we quickly forget.
Pause. That's not the case.
Pardon me. Let me conclude, my brother. Let me land my plane.
Pause 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Because that's not true. The reason that he left Top Rank is because Bob Arum would not give him a multi-fight deal. Bob Arum only wanted to sign him for 1 fight at a time. Bob Arum is the reason that they didn't re-sign, because Bob never offered to re-sign him.
No,
Bob
sir.
Arum said, no,
hold on, my brother. Hold on, my brother.
Bob
okay.
Arum.
All right. Bob Arum made that statement. However, Terrence Crawford at the press conference, as we know, of the fight, I believe it was Sean Porter, told everyone that he was leaving Bob Arum, Top Rank. And he specifically said, accurately, because he could not get me the fight that I wanted with Spence. Now we can
That's
act as
not
if
why
we
he
didn't
said
hear.
that. John, that's not why he said that.
Hold
the
on,
reason
brother. Did he not
hold
say
on,
that?
man, brother. We got to do it one at a time.
Yes, sir.
And then we got to get to the point. Because what happened in that press conference was this. Bob Arum said, we're only going to be doing fight by fight basis. And I would love to work with Terrence Crawford to get the fight with Errol Spence. And Terrence said, if you couldn't get me the fight when I was with you, why would I work with you why would I work with you when how could you get it now? How can you get it now? But the whole discussion, because I did several videos on it over the course of the year, was that Bob Arum had said months before that fight took place that he wanted to strike a deal with Terrence Crawford that was similar to what he did with Marvin Hagler. And he kept using the analogy over and over again. And this was months before the Sean Porter fight. And he's saying that I'm losing money with Terrence Crawford.
Right.
I lose money with Terrence Crawford. And the next contract I do with Terrence Crawford is going to be a one-off. It's going to be a fight-by-fight basis like we used to do with Marvin Hagler. So right there, that is Bob Arum saying he's not going to re-sign Terrence Crawford to a multi-fight deal. The only thing he was going to do with Terrence was he was going to give Terrence Crawford a deal, a fight-by-fight basis deal like he did with Marvin Hagler. So it was not Terrence that cut that relationship off. It was Bob Arum. Sir,
Bob Arum had Terrence Crawford on a multi-fight deal prior to him fighting that last fight with Crawford. Bob Arum said he was going to be on a fight-by-fight basis with Crawford from that point on because he said Crawford didn't have the market value of other fighters in his stable.
No, he didn't say those words. What he said was, he didn't say that.
I'm
brother, you're making assumptions. He did not say that. What he said was, I'm losing money on him. He didn't say he didn't have the market value.
Right. That means Terrence Crawford return on his fights weren't the value of investment that he was
but that's not the
making.
Same thing. That's not the same thing as having a different market value. Just go with what he actually said. What he said
when
was,
you're losing money, when you're losing money on a fight, my brother, it's based upon the fact that the fighters aren't attracting the revenue. So when you invest in a fighter, as Bob Arum did with Terrence Crawford demanded that he had a fight, that he get the fight, the unification bout with Spence. Once he moved up to the welterweight division, got the WBO title, he demanded a unification bout. Now, hold on, bro.
Brother, you keep saying things that are not true.
Listen to what happened.
Give me one second.
You're telling me what you've been promoting. I'm just addressing.
I'm flat out telling you, brother, that that's not what happened.
Well, Terrence Crawford never said in the interview that he was leaving Bob Arum Top Rank because they didn't give him the Spence fight.
First of all, he did not leave them. They didn't re-sign him. Number two, he did not demand the fight. He demanded money if you don't give me the fight.
No, that's bro. Why he demanded in his own words. Man,
all right,
my brother.
Let you finish.
If we could just lie about what Terrence Crawford actually said, then it's mute for us to even have an honest discussion as men, bro. As men, we both know that man denied that.
Ja.
Yes, sir.
If you say something to me that I know is not the case, that is not an honest conversation.
And I asked you a question. That's why I asked you the question. I reiterated the question. I asked you, did we both not, as well as others, witness Terrence Crawford say in an interview after the fight that because he could not get the Spence fight, that he was moving on from Top Rank? Did we not hear that?
That is not what he said, but go ahead.
Can you, hold on, brother. Terrence Crawford also came back and gave us a 22-minute soliloquy of what and why the fight didn't happen with Spence. Yet we've not heard anything from Spence.
Yes, you have.
That shows the difference between an owner and an employee.
Yes, you did. He's on Twitter. Did you not see the
No,
big
my
long Twitter
brother,
exchange?
my brother, he has the same opportunity of platform, of major platform that Errol Spence, that Terrence Crawford has. He has not given an interview. He has not given his own statement as Terrence Crawford did as a businessman. He did not sit down and explain to the consumer why that fight didn't happen, bro. And Terrence Crawford's explanation is in concordance with those in the industry that have personally told me exactly what happened, bro. And when you don't have transparency of financial record in a fight, when you're the promoter, the partner, not the fighter, Terrence Crawford is a promoter that just happens to be the fighter in this event. But as the promoter, bro, when you have no guarantees of money, when you're taking 35% of the purse and you don't get transparency and finance or the accountancy of an event, something's wrong with that. And you got to admit that as a man knowing the industry of boxing, how long you've been, and as a lawyer, as an esquire, and as a man that's experienced in this business, you got to know you don't take no guaranteed money, bro, and you take the lesser of a purse. Bro, I want transparency on how the expenses is amended and accountable in this process. If not, then what are we talking about? You can tell me we made anything and give me a cut of anything of what I deserve, and I'm supposed to take that. That's not good business, bro. And you know that, and I know that.
It's also not true.
All right, well, show me the difference when Terrence Crawford himself said it.
No problem.
Terrence Crawford himself said it. We keep talking about other people like he a liar.
You're not gonna let me talk, bro. You're gonna go for another 10 minutes.
I'm just telling you the truth, bro. I'm just telling you the truth from my perspective. Then,
no, brother, you're not telling me the truth. You've told me a series of things that I can patently tell you and show you are not true.
Okay.
First of all, he doesn't have to ask for transparency. He gets transparency by law because of the Muhammad Ali Act. You get transparency by law.
No, bro. He was denied transparency. That's what he said.
I'm going to mute you because I'm letting you talk and you're just talking over me.
I apologize.
First and foremost, Terrence Crawford did not say after the press conference that he was leaving Bob Arum because you could not get me the fight. That's not what he said. What he said, what Bob Arum said, that I am not going to resign you because you're losing money. That's something that you said is true as well. You cannot have it both ways. Bob Arum cannot say I'm not resigning you because you're losing money for me or your market value, however you want to phrase that. And Terrence Crawford left him at the same time because he didn't get the Errol Spence fight. One of the two has to be true, not both. So
they're both true. Two different people said it.
Excuse me. Terrence Crawford did not leave Bob Arum. He was not offered another contract. His contract expired. He didn't leave. His contract expired, and Bob told him ahead of time, and everybody else in the media, exactly why he wasn't going to renew it. Terrence Crawford wanted it renewed. From every sign that I saw, he did not say after the press conference that he was leaving because he said he would not do a one-fight deal with him, is what he said. Because he was offered the Josh Taylor fight. He said, Bob Arum said, we can make a lot of money by going over to the UK and fighting Josh Taylor. And Terrence Crawford said, no. So that is how that ended. Secondly, Terrence Crawford, as far as his transparency, got the transparency that he asked for. Got it. Do you know why we know he got it? Because he said he got it. Because he agreed to the deal and and then told them, adjust these three things, and I'm waiting to hear back from them with what I asked for. You say that Errol Spence Jr. did not talk to anybody. That is not true. Because Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. went back and forth on Twitter, where Errol Spence Jr. laid out specifically what Terrence Crawford asked for and told him, we gave that to you. You asked for transparency. You had it. And by the way, you get transparency by law. It is in the Muhammad Ali Act. You don't even have to ask for that. You're going to get it. You may have to sue to enforce it if they don't give it to you, but you get it by law. What he asked for, though, was approval. He asked for approval of expenses, marketing expenses. What he wanted was to be able to say, to choose whatever contractual relationships that they were going to establish for those fights. Terrence Crawford wanted the ability to approve them and sign all contracts. There is a big difference between approval and signing contracts and transparency. Transparency is you just want to know what's being spent. Approval is you want to be the main decision maker in it. And you can go right to Errol Spence Jr.'s Twitter page where he and Errol Spence Jr. go back and forth about it.
I got a question, my brother. On
Sure.
November 21st, 2021, Terrence Crawford, by way of Fight Hype YouTube page, stated that he's leaving Top Rank because they could not garner him the suspense fight.
That's brother. I don't care what Terrence Crawford.
Let's not say that we don't care, my brother. Hold on, brother.
I'm going to tell you this.
Hold on, brother. Vanna. Let me rebut. Let me rebut.
Okay,
let me fairly rebut.
Pause for a second, because I'm going to give you a general rule before we move on. Because like I said, I don't want to do this all day. Just because Terrence Crawford says something out of his mouth doesn't mean it's true.
All right, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there, my brother. Stop right there.
Excuse me.
Stop right there.
Because Terrence Crawford said that he agreed to all terms for Errol Spence, but he obviously did not because we're not fighting.
The reason
Terrence
we're not
Crawford
fighting,
said a bunch of things.
as you know, in a contractual negotiation, bro, there's an offer sheet. That's your initial proposal of the event. Then there's a counter to that. Terrence Crawford, in negotiations, agreed to certain stipulations in that contract. When the counter was given for certain promotional rights, we're not speaking from a fighter's perspective. Terrence Crawford is dealing with the problems from a promotional position. There was things done out of standard. That's totally out of protocol, bro.
What? What's that?
And transparency and the activity of record, bro. The expenses that was being used,
bro. He had it.
In a major event, in a major fight like that, in a major fight, in a major fight like that,
bro. You keep saying the man didn't get transparency, and I've told you at least 10 times he got transparency.
But you
keep saying he didn't get it, and he got it.
All right, for now, what I want to know, what I want to know is this: we both know Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford as being two pugilists in the business of professional boxing, and when we're discussing their livelihoods, and for us to discredit the man's words as one of the entities that we're discussing, he's the prime source, the prime factor of it. When he said something, bro, like there was no transparency of expenditures given. There was no.
He got them.
When he said a year ago yesterday, my brother.
Dude, you are not paying attention to the news. He said he got it.
He didn't, bro. He didn't say that.
He got it. You keep saying he didn't get it. He got it.
You know the reason why he moved on to fighting David Adesanya? You know why he moved on, bro?
I don't want to move past that. You keep saying that he didn't get transparency when he got it. He got it. So why do you keep saying he didn't get it when he got it? I keep
telling you, bro. I keep telling you in his own words, he said he didn't get it. And we keep calling him a liar. I just gave you the reference. I gave you the reference of
got it. You're talking about he got it. He is in Twitter with Errol Spence Jr. and he said he got it. The last reason that he gave for that fight not taking place had nothing to do with transparency. It had to do with the fact that he said he was going to fight this year.
No, sir.
The last reason that he gave for why he walked away was the date that the fight was going to take place. It was not transparency because he got it. You keep saying transparency. No, stop for a second. You keep saying transparency. Over and over and over and over, you keep saying transparency. He got transparency. The reason that he said he moved on was because of the date. Because he wanted to fight this year. Not transparency. Because he wanted to fight this year. You keep saying a bunch of stuff that's not true. Over and over and over and over again, brother, you keep saying things that are not true. Stop saying things that are not true.
Right. Well, you said you wanted to fight.
I cannot talk to you if you keep saying things that are not true.
Well, hold on, bro. When we have a disagreement, that means my
not
words.
A disagreement. It's a fact. Everybody in this chat knows that that's not true. It's
hold on, my
true.
brother. Hold on, my brother. Everybody in this chat knows what we're saying or what you may have influenced.
Brother, the man said the reason that I did not take the fight was because I told them that I was going to fight this year. That is what Terrence Crawford said. He said that.
He did say that, bro. And he said
other things,
hold on, my brother. Hold on, my brother. Hold on, my brother.
Being dishonest.
Hold on, my brother. Let me speak. He said that true.
I will let you speak when I be very clear with this. I don't have a lot of time to debate things that we both know are not true. You cannot have just said all of that and now say, yeah, he did say that.
Brother, you won't let me rebuttal. You're manipulating the conversation without allowing me to have the proper rebuttal.
I'm not allowing you to manipulate me.
No, you're manipulating the conversation without allowing me to clearly rebut. My rebuttal is just my rebuttal.
You told me in the beginning of this discussion that the reason was transparency, but now you're saying that you know that it was because of the date.
Yes, it's the date.
Why
finally,
did you just say
hold on, my brother.
To begin with,
can I rebut to that statement? Can I rebut to that accusation? Can I please rebut to that? You are saying transparency. Hold on, Fanon. Just let me speak, Martin. Brother Martin, let me speak. You said transparency. You said that they were not fighting at the end of the day because they didn't fight. Because he didn't have a date this year. Hold on, brother. You said because he didn't have a date this year. However, he came to that conclusion after 6 months. After 6 months at the table, that conclusion was brought to, bro, last month. So when we look at the track period between April and October of that negotiation stage, bro, we cannot say that it was just incumbent upon Terrence Crawford that the fight didn't happen or he ducked that man. That man's 39-0, bro, with no losses. He hasn't ducked a fighter yet, and I wouldn't accuse that of any pugilist, bro. Any pugilist. He didn't duck Errol, bro. He didn't duck Errol. If you know anything about the business and you can agree that sometimes contracts are not agreed upon to create the intended event. So if you understand that, then you can see clearly that whatever the reason which Terrence Crawford came and said himself, he didn't tweet, he didn't Instagram, he didn't Facebook. He had an actual video interview explaining to you and I what happened in detail. And if we call him a liar, bro, then we're not fans of the sport. We're just minions to the influence of the media. We can laugh, but this truth is the truth, bro.
Let me tell you who I'm not, bro.
I'm a real entity in the game, Fanon. I fought.
You let me go. I let you go.
But Fanon, I'm a real entity of 32 years in boxing, Fanon. I'm not a casual fan like the observers, bro.
I'm going to tell you who I'm not. I'm going to tell you who I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not somebody that doesn't understand exactly what you just said.
I'm glad you do.
Because what you said was there are situations where contracts do not take place. That means he didn't duck. That is absolutely not necessarily the truth. Just because a contract didn't work, every time somebody's ducked, the contract doesn't go through. Every time.
Would you take 35% for now?
Now you want to switch to what I would do. Brother, you're wiggling all over the place, bro.
I'm asking you a question based upon your experience and expertise. As a manager to a fighter, would you do that?
You asked me if I would take 35%, and you wanted me to give you an honest answer, whether I would take 35%. I wouldn't fight Errol Spence Jr. because I'm not a boxer.
No, I'm asking as an advisor.
As an advisor, depends on if Terrence Crawford wants to fight or not.
My point exactly. And if you really want to fight, you would take that. If you really want to fight, you would take that.
Exactly. So why didn't he take it?
He did take it, bro.
No,
they went.
Now he took it.
I just told you.
No, he didn't take it.
I just told you, bro. When it came to the promotional negotiation, it was a whole different function than the fighter.
Brother,
you should know that, bro. You should know that in this business. You should know that. The Muhammad Ali Act
Dude,
is placed it's put in place, bro, to prevent conflict of interest between promoter, manager, and fighter.
Now you're in the, first of all, that's not true.
Hold on.
But
is
now
fact, bro.
You're looking it up, man. You're just looking up the definition.
For now, cut it out. I'm standing in my living room, bro. I'll show you right now. You see that television right there? You see what's on that TV right there, bro? That's the Terrence Crawford interview, bro. I pulled that up. I've been doing this for 30-some years, bro. I told you I'm not your casual fan, bro. I fought, I managed, I trained, and I do the same thing now. I'm just speaking to you out of just social entertainment, bro. This is not no ignorance. This is not ignorance. This is not foolishness. The audience are inexperienced in what we're saying, bro. I'm just asking you as an expert.
Stop. You're trying to play games. I'm not interested. Okay? You're playing games. You're playing.
Hey, that's what people say in defeat, my brother. I understand. I understand, bro. However, Terrence Crawford is a promoter and a fighter, and it's a difference. It's a difference, right?
Stop. Just stop.
All right. Well, show me another promoter fighter that needs. Show me another fighter that needs permission from his manager, bro.
Stop. You're just putting together some big hodgepodge of statements. Very few of them are connected. You're just saying shit. No disrespect, but you're just saying stuff, bro.
All right.
You're just saying stuff.
Terrence Crawford left. Terrence Crawford, by his own admission, left Top Rank because they didn't get him the Spence fight.
Dude, you stop. You're going to try to I'm going to pause. You threw out like 15 to 20 different points in a big hodgepodge. I'm going to go back to the original, to the one that you started before you just threw off 15, 20 other ones. I'm going to follow you through all of that. Brother, I'm not interested in playing little bounce stuff, bro. Okay, that's what you call conning somebody. I'm going to stick with the original point that you made. The other 30 that you brought up, we can talk about those in order. But you are making a bunch of points like the one that you said that you just brought up, where you said the man accepted it. No, he did not accept 35%. If he would have accepted, they'd be fighting. We'd be fighting. If he had accepted it, we would fight. He did not accept. That's why he's fighting David Evansian. From the very beginning, he said, I accepted all their terms. That is not true. Because if it was true, they'd be fighting. Okay? Now, you want to tell me a bunch of stuff that I know as if it's fact. And I don't know the things that you've said is fact. I don't. But you keep listing them like I do. Brother, that is a cheap debater's tactic. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about one point at a time. Don't try to get tricky with me. I don't appreciate it. Okay? Now you're quoting the Ali Act. That is not the Ali Act. You're literally reading something off of you. You're off of the web telling me what the Ali Act is. The Muhammad Ali Act requires transparency. Transparency is required by law. Gennady Golovkin had a lawsuit against, I do believe, Oscar De La Hoya for not showing them the money and allowing him to know exactly where his net payment came from. You don't have to ask for that. It's there by law. But let's not me or you pretend that we are constitutional scholars, because we're not. You cannot say that this man, that no man can duck, because you always have some contractual issues and contracts. Bro, don't Don King me, bro. Don King does that to suckers. I'm not interested in the Don King move, bro, where you keep talking and bring up in a bunch of points like I know it's true. You said originally, and this is why I'm telling you, I don't have patience. You originally said that the reason that the fight did not happen was because of transparency. When I said, no, that's not true, because the Bud said that wasn't the issue. Bud said that it was because of the date that the fight took place, that he walked away because they were not going to get a fight before the end of December. So which one is it? Why would you bring up
walked away, right?
Excuse me. Yeah, he rejected the fight. Yeah. Now you saying he walked away like that means something. All that means is he said no to the fight.
That means he said no to the bullshit. Let's be honest.
The fight.
He said bullshit no at the table, not the fight. He came to the table to fight.
Did he say yes to the fight?
He said yes to the fight. He said no to the bullshit.
Why ain't they fighting?
Because of the bullshit.
Yes.
No, he said yes to the fight, no to bull. That's his words.
Hey
See,
man,
see,
hey
see,
man,
Fanon, you can't
hey
do that to
man.
me like you do them. I'm 53 years old, bro. I'm not them. See, one factor is this. If Terrence Crawford is a liar,
Yo, come on,
then we
hey
talk
man, I
about
appreciate
nothing
you,
then.
brother. I gotta go.
If Terrence
Bro.
Crawford is a liar, then we talk about nothing.
Bro, I come on, man. I'm just not me, brother. Okay.
See, I let you talk and you said
you
it.
know the man, dude.
I
You
let
know
you
that
talk and
man
you
said
said
no
it.
to the
You
fight.
said it for
but
me.
yet you want him to have said yes.
You said it
yes,
for me.
He said, hold on. He said yes, but he said no at the
He
same
said
time.
yes. He said yes to the fight, but no to the bullshit. So
Right.
he went on it. He went on a fight.
So he said
went
no
on
to the fight.
Remember, he didn't fight this year. So he went on and fought someone instead of dealing with the bullshit, like all businessmen do. When someone else had some bullshit, he moved on.
No, not all businessmen do that.
Well, you're an experienced contractual lawyer. You know what we do when we're at that table.
Brother,
I'm an experienced manager.
He said no. No, he said no. He didn't say yes. He said no to the fight. You cannot say yes to the fight and no to the fight at the same time. The fight is the fight is the fight. And by the way, he didn't even say,
yes, you can, Fanon.
He didn't even say no to the bullshit. He
said, when you are the promoter and the fighter,
excuse me. You did not say no to the fight because he said yes to the bullshit, is what he said. But I got to stop cussing. He said, I said yes to all of their BS. That's what the man said. He said yes. So you're saying he said no, but he said yes.
Now he said no to the bullshit when it came to the money.
He said yes, and then he never told them no, and he went to fight somebody else, which means when he said, excuse me, if you said I said yes to all of their stuff, because he said yes, he said yes, it is on the headlines. You just like you had to look for those headlines, you look for that one. He said yes to it. So why didn't a fight happen? Because you didn't say yes to it. So
Fanon, he said yes. Fanon, can I say this? He said yes to the fight as a fighter. He said no to the paperwork as a promoter. Can we agree to that?
He's the same person. You don't get to be two different people.
Yes, you do.
What do you do? What do you see? A shapeshifter? You do not get to be
no, Fanon. Be honest, Fanon. Be honest, Fanon. Be honest. Fanon, what is Floyd Mayweather? What is Floyd Mayweather, Fanon?
He is a person.
No, promoter and fighter. See, let's not ease the way around.
No, bro, he's a person. You're playing
it is what it is, my brother. It is what it is.
Man, you're playing games.
And when he promotes a fight, doesn't he separate
Let me ask
himself from the fighter?
Do you have kids?
Yes, and grandchildren.
Okay. You have kids, right? Do you have a wife?
I have children, wives, grandchildren, everything.
So you got a kid. I just need to know you have a wife and a kid. Are you a husband or a father? Pick one.
Both.
There you go. You're both. You're the same person, bro.
I'm both. I'm a husband. Hold on. I'm a husband by law. Hold on, Fanon. I'm a husband by law. I'm a father by duty. Hold on, Fanon. You cannot disrupt my explanation. I'm a husband by law. I am a father by natural duty.
No.
I can be a father at school.
Excuse me. You are
hold on, Fanon.
No, excuse me.
See, you asked an illustration, but you won't let me answer it. Hold on.
No, you're playing too many games, bro. You're just playing games, man. I gotta go. You're just playing games because
don't run, my brother. Don't run. Don't be like Spence, man.
Stop, man. If you will not admit that that you are one person, those are things you do. Okay, those are things you do. You are one person. Terrence Crawford is both. He is a fighter. He's a fighter and a promoter. And he said no. You cannot separate them. They are literally, he's one person. You can't say, well, he said yes as a fighter and he said no as a promoter. Dude, those are mental games. You're just.
I got a question for now. I got a question. As a fighter and a promoter, don't you sign two different contracts for an event? Fanon, you do. Fanon, you do. If you don't know, you do. Fanon, you sign a contract as a fighter to the event, and you sign a contract as the promoter for the promotional event itself. You sign two different contracts, Fanon. You sign a contract with those that are promoting the event from the venue.
Brother, you're the same person.
Maybe I'm telling you something that you don't know yet, bro.
No,
but I'm telling you it's the boxing business, bro. The boxing business. And boxing and the music, bro, industry is two things I know, bro. 35 years plus in it. Like this is simple. This is simple activity.
I don't want to get upset.
When you're a promoter, you have a contract. When you have a promoter, you have an event contract, bro. When you're a fighter, you have a fighting contract, bro.
I don't care about the forms, bro.
But that's two different people, two different signatures for the same.
I gotta go, bro. You don't know what a contract is. So stop.
Bro, I've been writing contracts for 30 years, bro.
Explain what I've
been writing contracts for 30 years for non-stop. I'm not your casuals, bro. I'm an expert.
I'm about to get pissed. You tell me what a contract is.
A contract is an agreement. A contract is a legal agreement between two or more parties for a function of business.
Wrong. So
well, you tell me what it is then. You tell me what it is.
Can you go away?
No, I'm listening. I'm listening. For now, you're discrediting yourself, bro. I'll give you more credit than that. Be honest with yourself.
Excuse me. It is an offer, it is acceptance, and it is consideration. It is a legally enforceable agreement which consists of an offer, acceptance, and consideration. I don't want to talk to you no more, bro, because you're playing tricks, and I'm sick of it. And I'm being very, very fun.
We just gave the same definition to the same word, bro. You need to.
Excuse me. Stop it. You're just talking, bro, and I don't want to do it anymore. I'm really trying to be polite to you. You're playing a bunch of dumb games. You want to tell me that two people, that just because somebody has two different functions, that they're two different people.
No, I didn't say they're two different people. You're two different entities, two different authorities, bro. A promoter and a fighter is two different entities.
I don't want to talk about it, bro. Your boy ducked. You're sliming all over the fucking place, and I'm tired of it. Okay?
Well, I hope they fight. I hope they fight, and that'll prove somebody wrong. I hope they fight one day, and that'll prove somebody wrong.
Only thing this is proven to me is that you think you're slick. And I'm tired of listening to slick talk.
Now it's me, bro. It's me,
bro, because you're jumping from here to there to here to there.
No, bro, I'm just giving rebuttal to your hyperbole, bro. That's all, man. You can't be one-sided in a two-sided event. It's two fighters, not one. Just tell the truth. Errol Spence has never spoken to defend his word. Terrence Crawford has. We got to give that man some respect for that, at least.
Why don't you just get to what you actually want?
I just want us to be fair when we're discussing the careers of two men.
You just don't want somebody that you don't like the word duck. And if you don't like the word duck, that's fine. You don't think the man is scared, that's fine. I've had these conversations with a bunch of different people. If you don't think the man is scared and that there's some reason that he didn't take the fight, fine. But man, there's no need for you to try to justify a bunch of stuff and explain a bunch of stuff that's not true. You cannot say in the beginning of the conversation that the reason he didn't take the fight was this, but oh, now I know it's that. Oh, if Terrence Crawford
I didn't say that. Yes, I agree with you.
Crawford said it's not true. So if it's not true, we got to take Terrence Crawford's word. Don't you know that a promoter, he accepted it as a fighter, but he said no as a promoter. He said yes to the BS, but no, he said yes to the fight, but no to the terms for the fight. It's just a bunch of manipulative conversation, bro, that's not going anywhere. The fact of the matter is that Terrence Crawford said no to the fight with Errol Spence Jr. He is a fighter. He is a promoter, but he is Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford has one brain in between his ears. He is one person. Yes, he can have an entity called Terrence Bud Crawford Promotions, and he can fight as an individual fighter where he can have a promotional company that then cuts the check to him because his business entity is over here and his individual entity is over there. I understand all of that. None of that stuff has anything to do with what we were originally talking about, which is what I'm saying. No, it does not. You are bouncing around the subject trying to be right about something. One individual thing. Let me see what I can be right about. Maybe I can be right about that. Or can I be right about that?
I'm just right about what I originally said.
Dude, You are talking a bunch of spindly. I don't know. The dudes that you're used to doing business with, brother, I'm telling you, if they don't know what they're doing, they'll listen to that. If there's somebody that does, they'll look at you like this and be like, just like they're doing it, looking at Bud. Dude, this dude, Bud, is not going to make this fight, Errol. He's just talking around the block. Can we get done with this and go fight somebody else?
Well, I work for M&M Sports with Samuel Lipowicz Promotions. So I've been doing this for about 30 years, my brother. And I support your commentary. I definitely subscribe to your channel. As you know, I give you $6 a month.
I appreciate you, John.
And you, my brother. You, my brother. We're supposed to have this type of dialogue in order to get clear understanding or to give a different perspective to a set understanding that's been presented.
As we are having our own perspective, are not our own facts.
Hold on, bro. Facts are just facts. They don't have no preface. They don't have no prefix and no suffix to it. Facts are facts like truth. So I said that Terrence Crawford. I only repeated what Terrence Crawford said, and two, what I've been knowing over the last 18 months while working with Murad Muhammad that has.
Shout out to Murad Muhammad.
That's my fight. That was from my promoter when I fought. That was also a manager in his company of M&M Sports. So all I'm saying is that Terrence Crawford did have financiers, bro, offer him and Errol Spence, brothers from Dubai.
Okay.
Offered him.
And guess what? Errol, let's do that, because that's fine. They have
right. Listen what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, my brother. This is what I'm saying.
Those financiers.
A year ago.
Pause, man.
Hold on, bro.
That's that Don King stuff. I don't like to do it. Just come on, man. I don't like this fast. Don't fast talk me.
All right, when we say Don King, let's give respect to our elder. Let's give respect to our elder, bro.
Brother, I'm gonna look. First of all, if you try to fast talk me, I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to go back because you're fast talking.
If I'm talking too fast, bro,
brother.
If I'm talking too fast,
no, you're fast talking because you say something, you try to establish the fact, and you're on to the next point. When we go back to that Dubai thing, when you said you can get that, that they offered him that money. Great. Do you know what happened next? Al Heyman and Errol Spence Jr. said no, thank you.
Right. I know.
Then what happened after that?
Nothing.
Then Bud went into Bud said okay, and he went into negotiations with him. So everything about that $25 million, Errol said no, and you move it. And then what did Terrence Crawford do? Terrence Crawford kept negotiating the fight. So that is all leaves the window because he offered it. They rejected it.
That means he really, really, really wanted the fight, right?
No, that is your assumption about what that means.
No, I'm asking you.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm not going to make an assumption. I don't know what that means. All I know it means is this. I know.
No, we should make an assumption because most of what you've been speaking is based on assumption.
That's what no disrespect to you. No, that's what con men want you to do. They want you to make an assumption. I'm not going to make an assumption that because they offered him $25 million, that means he really, really wants to fight.
You made an assumption when you said he ducked him. You said you made an assumption then.
That offer was rejected.
See, you can't have it both ways, my brother. You can't have it both ways. You made an assumption when you said he ducked. You made video after video saying he ducked. Now all of a sudden, you don't make assumptions.
I did say he ducked.
Cut it out, bro.
Conclusion. Excuse me. That's a conclusion. That's not an assumption.
It is an assumption. It is an assumption, bro. You assumed. That was the process to your conclusion. You're not speaking to a layman. You're speaking to a wordsmith, bro. When you assume, that's an activity and process of thought that's either expressed or enacted. When you make a conclusion,
here we go again.
I'm just saying, what part do we got wrong in it?
Here we go again.
You said you're not making an assumption. I asked you a clear statement, bro. Which I just asked your thoughts. Like, doesn't that prove that man really wants that fight?
You're trying to move it around. You're trying to move around into all kind of circles and say all kind of stuff.
Hey man, I don't take neither one of them brothers for a liar. I just believe Earl Spence has an employer and Terrence Crawford doesn't, bro. That's the only difference.
Like I said, as far as the $25 million, I'm not making any assumptions about what that means for Terrence Crawford. I don't know what it means for him. That is radically different than a conclusion that I make as a result of what I've observed. Okay? An opinion is not an assumption. An opinion is an opinion. An assumption.
An expressed opinion can be an assumption.
Assuming something is true.
An expressed opinion can be an assumption, bro. It's called an accusation.
I am telling you right now, I'm not making an assumption. That is my opinion that he does. That is how that's how I am categorizing everything that I've seen. Okay? I'm not doing it, brother.
From your observation, can you say that Terrence Crawford has been indelibly making an indelible effort to make this fight?
Would you like to pick another word besides indelible?
All right, hold on. Can we say that? Can we say that? Can we say that Errol Spence
means, brother? I can't say that for sure.
Can we say that Errol Spence has exhausted all means to making a fight?
How would I know that?
Well, I'm just based upon what we do know. Based upon what we do know.
No, he didn't stick a gun in a man's face and say, make this fight. So that's one thing I guess he didn't do. I mean, dude, like I said, brother, I'm not doing that, man. You do that with somebody else.
I think we have to agree. I think we have to agree that other people, that Floyd Mayweather, I think we have to agree that Floyd Mayweather has already set the precedence. That you can get the fight. You can get the fight if you really want to fight. And you're an Al Heyman fighter. You can get the fight if you really wanted to fight. Hey, bro, that's what Floyd Mayweather and Deontay Wilder has proven. You feel me? So he's an Al Heyman fighter. There's no reason why they shouldn't have any hang-ups.
Brother,
we ain't even gonna say roadblocks. We're gonna say hang-ups. Anything that hang you, prevent you from any stifling obstacle.
I'm not gonna say none of that stuff you just said.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say we did. They just got hangups because they shouldn't have any hangups. They should be fighting. They should have been fighting November 19th last weekend. That's what they should have been fighting. They should have been fighting it. Something's wrong.
Just stop, brother.
Something's wrong,
brother. Just stop. I'm just telling you, just stop. I'm not that dude. Just stop. Like
hey, I'm not that dude either. I don't take things on face value. I'm an intricate entity in the industry, bro. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm just here. I'm here one for entertainment and brotherhood. Secondly, bro, I do have intricate knowledge of what Terrence Crawford is doing. Brother, but I don't know what Errol Spence camp is doing.
Hey, man.
So whatever decision they make.
Hey, man, the assumption train is over. Okay, the assumption train is over.
We'll always assume until something has been shown and proven.
Brother, you're going to talk. You're going to talk and talk and talk and talk. I'm sure you're never going to fall short for words. However, I'm going to bring it back. We're going to bring this right on back to you cannot accept a fight and not accept a fight at the same time. You can't do it.
Yes, you can.
Okay? You either accepted it or you didn't accept it.
Remember, the fight and the business are two different things.
Bud did not accept it, so Bud said no to the fight. It was not anything to do with transparency because Bud didn't say it was transparency. Bud said he asked for transparency, but the reason he didn't take the fight was because of the fight date being December 13th, because it was after the year. And if you had ever agreed to go down that route, I would have then said, but brother, if you said that you weren't going to take it, you never accepted it. So you cannot accept the fight and not accept the fight at the same time.
You can accept the fight, bro. You can't accept the business. You can't accept the business behind the fight.
That is slick. That's Slick Willie shit.
That's standard contract.
That's Slick Willie shit. That's
not Slick Willie. Stop discrediting. Hey, look, stop doing that to me. I haven't done that to you, bro. I haven't done that to you. If you feel inferior based upon our conversation, then don't blame that on me, bro. Don't let my confidence be your intimidation. Please, bro. Just have a basic discussion on facts and circumstance, because circumstance changes our perception.
Dog, you can talk all around the block. You can do.
I'm not talking around the block. I'm using basic English, bro. I'm just telling you that Terrence Crawford has done everything to make the fight, and he's not a duck in the fight.
Please note that I've not been disrespectful, not a minute in this. However, let me get back to the original point. No matter how many times you try to spin this car around the block, bro, it's still a Chevrolet. Okay, I don't care how many coats of paint you put on that shit. It's still the same thing.
Oh, you riding with me though. You riding with me.
Nah.
Yeah. You ain't got a Bentley, bro. You in the same Chevy.
I'm gonna do this to you. Now you in the back room having to listen. Okay. Now you're in the back room. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna hit a mute. Now, if you keep doing it, I'm gonna have to just put you back in the back room so you can't unmute yourself. I'm not interested in all of that, brother. I'm not the one. This conversation was transparency. You put something in the conversation. That's what I let you on here for. You said transparency. The man had transparency. That is not why he didn't turn down the fight. He turned down the fight out of his mouth because of the fight date. If it would have been because of the fight date, it doesn't matter if it was or wasn't the fight date. The man turned it down, and he said he accepted all terms. If you had accepted all terms, including the fight date, then the fight should have taken place. But seeing as he didn't accept it and the fight didn't take place, that man either was not telling the truth when he said he accepted all the terms, or he changed his mind for some reason after he got everything that he wanted. My interpretation of that is that you didn't want that fight, especially since he had been in negotiations with somebody else to make the fight for 6 solid months. Okay. Now, to me, that tells me you don't want the fight. Okay. All of that other stuff is all fine and dandy for some Negro you trying to sign to a contract, trying to tell this Negro what words mean and what they don't mean. Not the kid. I'm going to stick with what you said, and what you said was not true. Several things. So, and I know they're not true. So
now you're saying they're not true, and I'm saying they are. Who's to be the judge? Who right? This is my point. This is my point, Fanon.
Like I said, I'm not going to keep moving, and I know what your point is. You bring up another point, then I'm going to cut you off because we know what the point is. Your point was that he said transparency, and that's what we were talking about. Then you shifted on to about 15, 20 other points. Okay?
No, I just explained it. I just explained.
No, I know. There's no need to exchange. There's no need for you to explain. I know what you're saying. I can repeat what you're saying. I can give you your point without you saying it. And I can represent it very, very fairly. Okay? So let me do that. You're saying that Terrence Crawford did not get certain things in a contract that were expected in a regular, normal contract between a fighter and a promoter. So
no. That's not what I'm saying.
Stop. I will go back to what you said in your note, what we're talking about, Ja. Okay? I will go back to what you said in your note to me. Okay?
Yep.
You said, and I'm not giving it, I'm telling you what you communicated.
Yep.
That Terrence Crawford said no to that fight because he was not offered things that were standard in promotional agreements.
Exactly.
Don't exactly me because I know. I'm telling you.
What's the keyword? The keyword is promotion.
No.
Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that.
You're playing games.
Don't do me like that, Fanon.
No, you're playing games.
Fanon, state my words. My words were promotion.
You are playing games. I'm not going to have an half an hour about what a promotional deal. I'm not getting into that.
Okay, Fanon, listen. All right, just let me think.
You know, because what I said was I was going to explain what your point was, which is yes or no's. I don't need explanations because with you, explanations are going to go into a lot of accusations. They're going to be this, that, and the other thing. No, I already know what you said. You said that it was related to transparency. Specifically, transparency is what you brought up.
In the promotional contract.
Transparency.
In the promotional contract.
He did not get transparency. That's the issue. He did
in the promotional contracts.
He didn't get transparency. That's what it is.
Bro.
You could say it's a promotional contract.
Yes.
You could say it's an advisory contract. I don't care what the title that you put on top of that piece of paper is. He did not get transparency is what you said.
For now, offline, I want to send you some things, okay? No, I want to share some things with you, bro.
I don't
this just boxing.
Stop, bro. You're not being stop. Please stop.
Hey, bro.
I'm trying to be polite, bro. You said transparency. That's
in the promotional contract.
Transparency in the promotional contract.
Right.
So
and the standard he didn't receive. There was a standard in promotional contracts they didn't receive.
He did not receive transparency in a promotional contract.
That's why the fight not happening.
There you go. Dude, of course. That's what you said originally. And then I let you know he got it.
Get it.
So now that he got it, what?
There's two contracts. Hold on. Listen carefully. There's two contracts that Terrence Crawford is involved in. Errol Spence is involved in one contract. Terrence Crawford is involved in two. One, as a promoter. Secondly, as a fighter. The fighter contract between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford was agreed upon. The contract between Al Heyman and Terrence Crawford wasn't. There's a difference. And you're hodgepodging the two as if there isn't.
Now you're lying. Now I got you.
Listen carefully. Listen carefully. There's a promotional contract.
Now you're not telling the truth again. Because Al Heyman is not a promoter.
He is. It's called Al Heyman Promotion.
He is not a promoter. He is not a promoter. That is that man's manager.
All right. Hold on. Who promotes the fight then?
We don't know because they didn't get the contract done. TGB.
We do know who promotes the fight. Al Heyman is a partner with. Al Heyman is a promotional partner, bro.
Nah, you're bro. He's not a man.
Man.
That man's manager.
But nah, I don't do that for nah.
He's that man's manager, brother.
He's Errol Spence manager.
He's Errol Spence manager. He's a manager.
And the fight promoter.
Advisor. He is not a promoter.
Why did Terrence Crawford sit down with Al then?
Because he is his manager.
No,
because Al Heyman is Terrence Crawford's manager.
Who's promoting the event?
Because Al Heyman is Errol Spence Jr.'s manager.
Who's promoting the event?
There is no event to promote yet. We don't know.
No, there is. Come on,
we don't know.
You know the business, don't you?
We don't know who the promoter is going to be.
No, there is a promoter.
Excuse me. Al Heyman is not a promoter. That's why he got sued. He's
That's
not a promoter.
Guy.
That is a he cannot get stopped. That is a violation of the Muhammad Ali Act.
He got sued, but what happened?
Stop.
What happened?
They threw it out. Because
they didn't throw it out. He had the two Jewish partners that was the financier behind the company. You know this. This been going on for 20 years.
Excuse me.
Come on, bro.
You cannot be a promoter and a manager of the same fighter. That is against the law.
That's why they call him his advisor, not manager.
That is his advisor and manager.
What's Al Heyman's promotion? What entity is that?
He doesn't have one.
All right. Then Terrence Crawford signs the contract with.
Dude, I'm not gonna get into all of this, bro. I'm not gonna get into all of this.
I'm getting it. I know it. You may not know it. Maybe I'm educating you on something that you don't know.
You're not educating me. You're fast talking, bro.
I'm not fast talking you, bro. I'm telling you the truth. But you can't. You cannot evade the words. You cannot evade truth, bro.
You're just making stuff up, bro. Because now you're telling me this man is that man's promoter. He's not his promoter. That's just not true.
Then what entity what role does he play, bro?
I just told you, he's the manager.
All right, you believe that then, my brother.
I believe it. It's a fact.
You believe that, bro.
It is.
You believe that, bro. Al Heyman was a promoter to my sister when she sung with the group War in '79, bro. He's been a promoter in this industry for years. And because he has a front telling you he's an advisor and a manager, bro, he's the promoter. It's the reason why Terrence Crawford had to sit down with him about the event. But managers don't deal with the events, bro. Managers deal with the fighters.
Why he sat down with him? He's his manager.
He's
his manager and he's
bro, listen, advisor. Managers deal with the fighter. They don't deal with the event.
Yes, they do.
All right.
They negotiate the deal for the fighter for the event. Yes,
that's on the behalf of the fighter only, not the event.
Man. Hey, bro. Hey, it's been fun, bro. It's been fun. But hey, man, no. Come on, man. No.
Okay, my brother.
For real. It's been fun, bro. But no.
Let's let Tom reveal then.
Yeah, I like that one. Stick with that one. All right, brother.
All right, my brother. Love you, bro. Have peace.
Peace. Man, god dang. Man, I'm sorry, man. I know I missed Super Chats, bro. I'm sorry, man. God dog, I'm sorry. Hold on, brother. I'm sorry. David Williams. in that super chat said, "Hey Crawford, just to let you know, I've been getting money when you're pooping your diapers. My educational and military background will crush everything you accomplish in your life. Hit that gong for now." Much love in that super chat, Dave Williams. Thank you, brother. I gotta move forward, brother. I'm sorry, man. Upper echelon, dude. Hey, dude, Ja's not slow. Ja's a slick talker. Much love in that super chat, bro. Ja's just a slick talker. Mute him in the building. Yeah, I got to put him in the back. I had to put him in the back. Man, cats, I don't like when people try to spin me around the block, bro. I'm not gonna go. Says show him for 9 so he can see for himself. No, I'm not gonna go through all of that, brother. I can't go through all that. Let me try to catch up in this, man. It was fun, a little bit fun. He said, "Oh my God, wow, shut your ass up." Like, man, come on, man. I don't mean to be disrespectful to. I mean, I like Ja. Ja's been on the channel for a long time. Good morning, John Boy. Much love in that super chat, John Boy. Let me try to slide. I'm going to miss a lot of comments, so you guys may have to put them back in the beginning. John Boy said, "This guy thinks he can talk over people and make shit up and think we an idiot." Like, bro, that's just, please. I don't like that, bro. Much love, Sydney Staley, in that super chat, brother. Upper echelon in the building said he windmilling. Man, just throwing stuff out there, man. See if it sticks. Sydney Staley said, "Get this fool up there." Don, man, don't call him a fool, man. It ain't right to call people fools. Much love in that super chat, brother. John Boy said, "Rick Jones, slick skip. Everybody, man, I was sleeping, but this guy woke me up." Can't read the last of that, brother, because I don't want to call anybody that. Man, God dog. John Boy, much love in that super chat, brother. Say you got to be two different people. Like, it is what it is, man. Let me slide on. We'll get back to it at the end, man. But that dude, God dog. Tevin Smith said he said yes to the wife and no to the kids. Hey, man, come on, man. God dog, come on, man. Hey, John Boy said to the Rise podcast, much love in that super chat, brother. No, he's not pretend smart. He's a smart guy. Say Shang Shing, Skip Bayless, and Goofy 53 all in one. Much love in that super chat. He said, "Fanon, get more patient. You got more patience than me. I'm learning." Hey, man, I'm trying. Hey, my man, Sydney Staley said, "All this guy do is double talk." It's a lot, bro. It's a lot, brother. John Boy said, "Tevin Smith, my guy." Yes, sir, brother. But I don't ever want to. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, though. No joke. And my man, Tammy Smith says, "Please tell me how I can join the chat. I paid $30 after joining as a member, and I wasn't able to get heard. Also, how do I change my screen name? How do you join a chat? You can join a chat like this. Hit the link. You talking about get in here, Tammy Smith? You hit the link when there's a link. Where was this? This was like 20 minutes ago. I'll make sure, Tammy Smith, that I read every one of your comments. But I get real behind sometimes because of stuff like that. John Boy in the building said, "Tammy, he's on a call. He will get to the chat after this interview for sure." I got you, Tammy. Let me get to the end of it. And then for sure, Key 215 said, agreed to money, agreed to transparency, said no to the fight in 2023, ducked, no fight, done deal. Yeah, he said yes, but he never really said yes. Tevin Smith in the building. Much said, "My guy, John Boy," and it gone for everybody, bro. And let me keep moving down. And my man, John Boy, back in it, brother. He said, Key, it's pointless. His only skill is putting ish on top of ish, hoping you don't catch the man's ish. Like, it's only like that's messy. But you got to do it, bro. LR Fanon, you in the got seat, in the hot seat, man, please. I went in no hot seat, dude. That's just a matter of just sitting around waiting long enough. Hey, I get what he was saying about boxer and promoter. Bud, so Bud, the promoter, told Bud, the fighter, yeah, Bud, yes, Bud, the money right. Okay, Bud. Do we take the fight, Bud? No, Bud. Okay, Bud. Thanks, Bud. I mean, bro, that's wordplay. It's wordplay. Stop saying people ducking. I'm going to say people duck as long as I want to say people duck. John Boy said, if he wanted the fight, why was he negotiating with BLK Prime since June? This guy gives himself credit when he's in the window cleaning, a cleaner at some company. Dude, you talking about dude? I don't know, man. That dude, no, seriously, man. That dude probably is, dude. You can, yeah. Let me just say it this way, brother. I got respect for all these, everybody out there, bro. Hey, John Boy said you gave Bud the right of approval. Yo, this guy's straight idiot. God bless Jesus. God bless your soul. Much love in that super chat, brother. And I think I'm almost to the end. Catching this, I think I got a cat. My band John Boy back in here. He said, my guy, Herbert Johnson, Zenith 360, Cal, cool it. Yes, sir, brother. Man, that was a long time. That must have been a long time. Fanon, this guy forced my guy, Robert Johnson, to turn off the show. Please end this. My bad, brother. I'm back. Yeah, I tried to jump off a couple times. That's my bad, though. Buzz in the building said, Fanon, he should be Trump's lawyer. Oh, my God. Anyway, I don't want to talk about anybody personally, man. John, I appreciate your support, John. I really do. Brand new in the building said, Fanon, you walking a dead seagull talking to him. That's nasty. Thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you, brother. Man. And Sean Clark in the building said, it's hard to defend Bud. His actions got fans working double, moving goalposts, moving. They would call anyone else a duck. I mean, dude, any other scenario is a duck. Every other scenario is a duck. I said, isn't it true you can't be a promoter and a manager at the same time? Absolutely true. Ringside with LCD in the building said, this is for you, for putting up with all the straw man tactics, the non-arguments from Buddy. I could not do it from your day one, formerly known as Hey, Jamari, dude, I didn't know that was you, brother. Yeah, Ringside with LCD. Thank you, brother. Jamahari. Yes, sir, brother. Yeah, that is a day one right there, bro. Thank you, brother. And my man John Boy in the building said, peace and love, my brother for life. John, yes, sir, brother. Thank you, bro. Much love in that super chat, brother. All day, man. We don't take it purpose. We ain't taking it personal. You know, Adrian Molina in the building said that was Nebraska's finest. John Muhammad. Hey, man. Okay, cool. I'm at the bottom. Hey, Fanon, MU morning was rough yesterday with no live stream. Oh, said my morning was rough last night. Yesterday with no live stream. My bad. Yeah, dude, I had to take a day off, brother. I needed a little bit of rest. How did Al Heyman take over Top Rank from Ali in the who? Fanon, I seen through this guy like air. He was trying to sell tickets to the Bud fight. Oh, was that what it was? That's funny. Nah, man, John's a good dude, man. Yeah, he's a good dude, bro. Hey, no, he's a good dude, man. Yeah. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Carl Brown, I don't hand out rents, man. I don't have wrenches. He said, Shelly Finkel deals with contracts and he's the manager. Of course he does. Of course he does. Dude from Philly. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about. Hey, man, shout out to Ja, man. I ain't playing no disrespect to Ja. Ja just, come on, man. Like, come on. I don't like dude. Ja, you my dude. I don't like that. I just don't like that don't move around on me, bro. Don't move around on me, man. Like, I'm going to bring it back to your original statement. Like, every time, bro, I'm going right back to the main point every time. A lot of dudes are going to follow around with all of that stuff. Brother, I'm going to go back to your original point every time, bro. Hey, say, do you need a drink after all that work? I need a sip of water, man. But that's it. Man, don't send me no deep dish pizza. Dude tried to say Fanon was intimidated. Man, I wasn't intimidated, bro. I wasn't. I was just trying to get around to, like, stop it. Fanon, morning, Fanon. Is it true that Floyd ducked Winky? I don't think so. He didn't fight him, but I don't think they were ever in the same weight class. So I would have to go with no on that one. I would have to go with a no on that. First of all, Winky Wright is a little bit older than him. Hey, man, much love in that super chat to my man Be Easy in the building. Said happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, bro. Thank you, brother. Said my changed my name because you kept killing it Sorry, bro. And again, in that Cash App, brother, thank you so much for my man, Phil Sloan. And I hope you're doing well, Phil Sloan. Big Phil Sloan with the big 5 in the Cash App, brother. Thank you for that support, man. That man said, ICU loss in hair follicles. What are you trying to tell me? I need to get hair follicles? I'm straight on the hair follicles, bro. Ringside with LCD in the building he said, I changed my name because you kept killing it. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm terrible with names, man. I need to get, if there's a difficult name, I need to ask somebody to put phonics on that mug. Phil Sloan said, I just got you, Phil Sloan. And Brooke Howard in the building said his unmute game was superb. Yeah, but if you keep unmuting, then I got to put you in the back room. You can't get out the back room. The back room is the ultimate trap. The ultimate trap. The ultimate trap. Oh, that's my son. The ultimate trap is that back room, bro. Spence is fighting the Bo little brother. I need to tell your man. What is that? I need to tell your man to get off that bottle and back to boxing. Spence is fighting the bottle brother. Really, Daryl? You put that on, Cass, brother. Thank you, man. We don't need to talk to you no more. Fanon forgot Detroit has the best pizza. Oh man, I'm straight on all of that. I'm definitely straight on Detroit pizza of everything. I don't want nothing out of Detroit. I'm from Chicago. I ain't never heard about nothing good in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? No, I said you. No, I said you lost some hair follicles. Hey man, I lost all my hair follicles up here. But trust me, I gained them. I get every hair follicle I've lost, I've just gained another one somewhere else, you know. What do I think about Boots and Spence? I would love the fight. Hopefully it'll get made eventually. But I don't think it's lined up, man. You know what I mean? Man, New York pieces. What? God dog, man, talk about the most overrated nonsense ever, brother. What does that mean, though? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. You got to hit me with a whole sentence, brother. About Detroit, man, I ain't never seen nothing in Detroit I need. I ain't never seen nothing in Detroit I need. I'm from Chicago. What I need from Detroit? Dog, we got bad drinking water, but y'all won't even drink your water. I don't need nothing out of Detroit except Barry Sanders. Only thing I ever wanted out of Detroit was for Barry Sanders to go to the Bears. That's it. After that, I was straight on Detroit. I wish Fanon would just end this discussion if you want to call it that. Oh yeah, I ended it. You're late. I've been out for a while, man. I was laughing here about the nonsense while my cousin. What is this? I mean, I don't know what you want me to want out of Detroit. Like, I don't see any reason to go to Detroit unless you got a job. Hey, Fanon, are you an hour behind New York time? Yes, sir, Will Wright. I am Central time. Spence needs to do what Listen did and give Boots his shot at the title. I mean, you know, hopefully he will. We'll see what happens with that. Joshua Furlong in the building. He said, what's up? What's up, Fanon, Brothers Zepeda and Prograde? I got Prograde. You know that. I got Regis Prograde. Prograrius. Man, I remember when Errol Spence called him Regis Prograrius. Man, that was hilarious, man. Jamaican, I love Jamaican food. Brand new say, you remind me of the scene from Menace Society. They say, you know you effed up, right? I mean, bro, come on, man. Don't do me like that. The best steak and cheese steak. Oh, easy. Absolutely. The best sandwiches, period, are from Philadelphia. It says, sorry, I was rude to your caller, but his hero called us poor, broke, miserable, and jealous. So F his feelings. I take that apology back. Yeah, Bug kind of went there with that one, brother. Man, it kind of went there with that one. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Philly, yeah, absolutely. Philly's the only cheesesteaks from Philadelphia. Yeah, Philadelphia is like it with them sandwiches, man. But anyway, like I said, man, it is what it is, brother. Ain't no need to keep bashing that one in, you know? Man. I got my adrenaline up today, though. Best sandwiches are from, man, I don't know. I've never been to Cleveland. That's one of them other places. Like, what exactly? Bro, I'm from Chicago, so I ain't thinking about nothing from none of y'all, no Midwest cities. Like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, yeah, Minneapolis, okay, sure. You know, hey, if I get there, whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? I've been there, though. Hey, you guys gonna make me hungry? Hey, yeah, let's not bring up the sandwich conversation. Let's get this back to boxing, man. Oh, and Tam, here you go. I'll give you a link. There you go. Now, there you go. I put it in there. You want to be heard? Come on and jump on the chat. Come on and jump on that chat. Philly has the only hoagies. Hoagies are so god doggone good. I ain't gonna lie, man. Them hoagies and them cheesesteaks. The fact that Crawfish was in negotiations with a whole other promoter tells you that he truly didn't want that fight. To me, James Wade, you know what made me know that he didn't want the fight? The fact that he said no. He wanted the money, or he wanted everything to be perfect. If everything has to be perfect for you to fight, and you get everything you want, you really don't want the fight. You want everything that needs to be perfect. He doesn't want the fight, man. And he said a bunch of times he doesn't want the fight. If he had never said that he didn't need the fight, that he doesn't ever see him, that he doesn't ever see himself, that he doesn't ever see himself fighting Errol Spence, then maybe, bro. Then maybe we could say that. Can we debate Spence versus Boots? What's the debate? Boots got to be in line, man. Errol didn't duck him. Dude's hands are flyers for promoters. Dude can't handle an intelligent guy. No, he can. You would do business with this fool. Name dropping is the first sign you're not who you think you are. No, I'm going to tell you, no joke, bro. Hey, man, can we get them likes up? We got 625 in the building, less than 300 likes. Let's get it. Let's get the likes up, man. Please, if you would not mind. Look, man, here's the thing. I ain't trying to disrespect any particular person, bro. Jared Dudley, you're not Tammy, bro. What's going on, man? Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm good, man. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, so what do you think about the whole Spence not giving Boots his opportunity, man? Because it's the same thing he said Keith Thurman didn't do. And I don't see Spence going out of his way to give Boots that chance. I mean, you can't call him out no more than he's already done. I mean, I just think it's, we talk about Spence. He's a great fighter, don't get me wrong. But, man, as far as giving Boots his chance, he shouldn't have to wait any longer. Man, I think he should fight Boots, get him out the way, because I don't see what's holding that up, man. They on the same team, same side of the street. And for us not to bring up Spence not fighting Boots, man, I think that's kind of crazy.
How's he going to fight him? He's got a WBC mandatory put on him.
Man, they control those belts, man. We and you both know that if they want to make a fight, they can make a fight. All of a sudden, Keith Thurman beat up a Barrios coming off a loss is the mandatory. How is that possible? Like, he's coming off a loss. And he was
not coming off a loss. He's coming off a win.
No, I'm talking about Barrios, the guy he fought, came off a loss.
I mean, I can't mind read for the WBC. The WBC does a lot of stuff. But the fact of the matter is that he has to fight Keith Thurman, and then his mandatory before Boots would have been the WBA anyway. So Boots wasn't going to get that fight as a mandatory. It wasn't going to get his fight as a mandatory next. But he wasn't trying to fight because he's trying to fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence just pulled out of the fight a month ago. He just pulled out the fight like 3 weeks ago.
I see what you're saying. I guess for me, the thing that always sucks about boxing, they don't fight enough anymore. So we get maybe one fight a year, and now the belts are just on hold. And I mean, Jesus Christ, man. How long is he going to hold the belts and not fight these young champions? I mean, really, they're going to age Boots out.
You talking about Errol?
No, I'm just talking about the way boxing is going, man. That's the part.
Well, I'll tell you, Boots. I've been telling you what Boots' next best opportunity to get a championship fight is next year. Terrence Crawford.
I don't know. The thing is, I don't know how long Boots gonna be able to make. He looks huge for 147.
I mean, he can make it. He can make it until June.
There's no way.
That's when the mandatory comes up. He's not. Hold on one second. Hey, hold on one second. John Boy said, "Hey, after long thought and consideration, I've decided even if Bud fights EJ, I refuse to support Bud anymore. I'd rather I'd rather send EJ an $80 check. Hey man, hey just cash app EJ, huh?" And John Boy back in that super chat, he said, "Bud will never get a penny from me." I mean, it's tough, man. After you call people broke, bro. Like that's kind of that is kind of whack. But look, man, Bud. But more than likely, Jerron Ennis is going to be the mandatory for Bud for the WBO because because Virgil Ortiz is going to fight Standing Onus for the WBA belt, and Terrence Crawford's next mandatory comes up in April. It'll be 18 months in April because he fought in November or so May, right? So the 5th month, so like May time frame or whatever. So if Jerron fights in January and he petitions the WBO to become the mandatory, then if he fights Errol, if Errol has to go through his mandatories, then Boots will get a fight with Jerron in early 2024, more than likely, because you have
that long,
huh?
I see they're gonna be in the division that long. I guess I don't see it because I really would love to see Spence fight, fight Boots. If he fights Terrence, he doesn't. It doesn't matter. But I really want to see him fight Jamel Charlo. Now that's a fight that nobody talks about. That'd be a hell of a fight. Because
that's a great fight.
Yeah, because I look at Spence as a doggone weight bully. Him and Dave Benavidez are fighting way lower than they should. I mean, Spence is a doggone middleweight. I mean, I don't understand why he's not moving up. I don't know. I guess the thing it seems like even PBC don't give us the best fights, man. That's the thing that sucks, man. Everybody says they're great. Everybody talks about Floyd or Roy Jones, but them guys, even De La Hoya wouldn't fought those. He had no business fighting B-Hop when he did. That's the thing I'm saying. I can't call these guys great champions if they're not willing to put it all on the line. That's the thing I'm saying. That's the part that kind of sucks.
Errol literally took the belt off. Literally just took the belt off the WBA champion. And before that, the man fought Danny, and he was in a car accident. Before that, he beat the WBC champion, and he was trying to make the Terrence Crawford fight. Like, I don't understand why it gets put on Errol not making the fight. Bud is the one that just turned down the fight to go fight Avanation. And Errol don't want to fight Keith Thurman. He's been very clear that he don't want to fight him.
If he beat Keith Thurman, though, the funny thing is, no matter what, man, Spence is gonna go down as one of the best welterweights ever. It's hands down. But I'm just saying, I think he's run out of time as far as boxing lifespan to continue his career, man. Because I look at him a lot like Sugar Ray Leonard, and it's like he'll probably never do what he should do because he's getting stuck in limbo. And really, Terrence is denying him a chance at greatness, and that's the part that's kind of getting me. His fans, they do nothing but just, dick ride him and say stupid stuff. But at the end of the day, he must be scared to death for this kid. He has to be. Because
I don't know, man. Like with my
Spence can't win no matter what because he's not getting the fights and he's not getting opportunities to be Sugar Ray Leonard like he said he wanted to be early on. And that's the thing I'm saying. I'm just wondering, like, what will you do? What can happen with Spence if he's not going to get the opportunities? He should just go ahead and fight Boots and show, like, hey, I'm really the best. And then go up to 154.
If Boots gets that WBO belt, I think he probably will.
Yeah, but
if he gets that WBO.
Who will be your?
I gotta go, bro. We gotta stick it to one topic, brother. We just bouncing and having a conversation now.
All right, man. I'll talk to you next time, man. Love the show.
All time, man. Thank you, brother, for coming by, man. Bevo. Oh, hold on, man. Fuck, that's Bevo boxing. Hey, Bevo, you the dude, Bevo. Sorry about that, bro. Like, I don't know why I didn't recognize that was Bevo, man. I would have said what's up, man. Sorry, Bevo. I just didn't. You had a different name on there originally, bro. It didn't say Bevo boxing. It said something else. Then Bevo boxing came up. You changed it to Bevo boxing. That's why I didn't know who you were. Okay, he said, you watch boxing for belts. What do you want jewelry on your favorite fighter? Now you're a fan of boxing, boxer, not boxing. Look, man, some cats want to see Boots, man. I want to see Boots fight too. But I was trying to get Tammy because Tammy says she doesn't get her conversations done. Let me make sure, like, Tammy, are you there? Make sure I'm saying a name right and I'm not messing it up. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. And y'all hit that like button too, man. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I'm going to make sure I get this. John, boy, you're huge in that chat, brother. Thank you. Tammy Smith. Yeah, Tammy. You said you want to get there. Hey, Tammy, come on in there, man. Tammy. I don't have any problem getting you on here, Tammy. I'm looking for your comments, Tammy. But if I get behind, I got to catch up on Super Chats so I don't miss them. But Tammy, go ahead and put a comment in the comment section, man, and I'll answer whatever question you have. Brooke Howard said, "Hey, a Keith Thurman win puts him in Sugar Ray Leonard category. Benavidez, Duran, Hearns, Brooke, Porter, Ugas, Thurman. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard, that's kind of, dude, Sugar Ray Leonard is a great fighter, man. I think you got to judge all these fighters by the people that they had to fight. Keith Thurman, I don't think anybody, I mean, him beating Keith Thurman is a good payday. I don't know what people are going to say about the win as far as like in the longevity of the win, but he would have gotten everybody in that weight division that was over his age. He would have got them all out of there, and that has to speak to something. If you can get Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, your Danny's Ugas, and Terrence Crawford refuses to fight you, that says a lot. You know what I mean? It says a lot. Yeah, it says a lot to me. Haney stops Loma inside of 6. Never. I'll put money that don't happen. Stopping Lomachenko? No chance. Not going to come close to stopping Lomachenko. No way. That's a 12-round fight right there, partner. I got him winning, but something like, something like, I don't know, 8-4, something like that. 7-5, 8-4, something like that. Yeah, he said, he would have cleaned out the welterweight division, except for, Jaron Ennis, who's coming up, which is why I'm thinking Jaron needs to try to get that WBO belt. I'm not just pointing Jaron over there to Terrence Crawford to keep him away from Errol. I'm trying to move him over there because I think that's how he can get a fight. That's going to be the fastest way to get the fight. You're either going to get a vacant belt or you're going to get the fight. And there's no money in the way of Terrence Crawford fighting him because Jaron Ennis isn't going to be asking for $1 zillion for it. So that fight's going to get made. I don't believe that Jaron Ennis is that expensive. You know what I mean? So no, I think if it never happens, then it would be because Terrence Crawford drops the belt. If Terrence Crawford drops the belt to not fight him, then dude, good. If he does that, then guess what? It doesn't even the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight don't matter. Because if he will not fight Jaron, if Jaron becomes his mandatory, he said, nah, we trying to punish Bud. F that. Nah, man, I'm telling you, man. Like, to me, I want to see the best. I want to see, like, let me see. You can have dual motives, okay? You can have dual motives. Like Brock Howard said, when was the last someone got stopped in a pillow fight? Hey, bro. I don't know. Amir Khan. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you, bro. And my man, Buzz703 said the 2010 movie, The Fighter, my cousin, Machine Gun, Muglin Philly boxer, beat Mickey Ward in 1988. That's what's up, bro. Much love in that super chat, brother. That's what's up. Good to know, bro. Well, then good. If he ducks Boots, that's good. No joke. He said, looks like around the holidays, giving a link out is when someone when they want that smoke. Hey, look, bro. Look, as long as you ain't talking around, man, I just don't like that talking all around the block stuff. That's tough on me. Like, it's tough for me to hear, bro. Like, that is a weakness I have. I will just be like, hey, man, if we're not gonna have a conversation, brother. Yeah, Amir Khan might be the last one that I saw get knocked out in the pillow fight. That's somebody like that. Nazi Dread said we need Boots to become Bud's mandatory so we can get the Spence Bud fight. Yeah, there you go. That's either going to force him into fighting Errol, or it's going to force him to fight Boots, or he's going to drop the belt. I'll take any of the three. Any one of those options will work for me. Either one. Because if you fight Errol, that's the fight we want to see. If you fight Boots, that's the fight I want to see. And then Boots, if he wins, is going to get Errol. And then if you drop the belts, then I know you were never going to try to fight Errol, and you won't fight Boots. Boots is going to beat somebody up for that vacant belt. And Errol may be able to convince the WBO to let him fight Jaron for that belt. Put all three in a vacant on the line. Then that would be what's up. That would be crazy though. And because Errol will take that fight. Errol will take that fight. Bud looking for a fair world tour. That ain't going to happen. Let me tell you something. If he gets put in that situation and he does not fight Jaron Ennis or Errol, there is no farewell tour. It's just farewell. Dude, he's getting beat up bad enough with this. If he doesn't fight Jaron, it's a wrap. I mean, if he would drop a belt instead of fighting Jaron Ennis, that's a wrap. I mean, even his own advisors would be like, you're stuck. Like the people that advised him to fight this David Avancian because, we can carry it out another year. Yeah, we'll carry it out. So if they're going to carry it, then take the fight. So I don't mind it, man. Like, that's what I think. So if Boots wins the interim WBA off Maestra, he can still go the WBO route. I don't know. First of all, when is this him fighting Maestra stuff? And why would he be fighting for the WBA interim title when they had the WBA? They're not trying to even have those titles. Why would he be fighting for the WBA interim title? That would be the interim title. Yeah, I still think he'd still be in the rankings. Where did that come from? Why would he be fighting? Why would he fight for the WBA interim title? And but more than likely, yeah, he'd still be in the rankings. You can be the WBC diamond belt and champion and still be in there. It's not a real belt. It's not a real belt. Like what? Where's Maestra coming from? Like, he's got to fight somebody but Maestra. I don't know, man. It sounds like people just trying to start stuff. Sean Clark said, I can hear Bud now. Spence didn't fight him. Why y'all want me to fight him? To free the belts you hiding, Bud. Yeah. Don't put that in his mouth until it actually leaves his mouth. You know? If he didn't actually say that, I wouldn't put that in his mouth. I think he'll probably take I think he'll take the fight. So what kind of so-called champion is Bud? He literally is ducking the best in his weight class. He has his legacy set. He doesn't need it. His legacy is set. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's retired, but yet not retired at the same time. I don't know. All that stuff seems crazy to me. Hold on one second. Let me check something. Hey, salute to you, Charles Smith. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well. I can hear Bud now. Okay, yeah, that I got that. What kind of got you on that one? I was very let down when Bud ducked. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, people don't like the word duck, though, because they want you to be very in between about it. I'm not going to be in between about it because I just think the man he ducked that fight. You know, I think he ducked that fight. And I'm sure that there's a reason for it. But just because there's a reason doesn't mean that you didn't duck. Just because you got a reason. Everybody got a reason to duck. You know what I mean? Everybody that ducked the fight had a reason for it. You know what I mean? Charles Smith, you're the best, bro. Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I'm trying, man. We try to work. We got 600 people in the building, though. Zenith 360 in the building. What's good? He said they want Spence and Boots now because they know Boots about to be Bud's mandatory. Thanks to Bud, Spence has the WBC and the WBA mandatories 180 days apart. Bud stuck with Boots. No, I think he got it. I think he's got 100 days apart. 100 and not 180 days. I think it's, hold on. Oh, yeah, you're right, because that's half of 360. You're right. And not 18 months. I was messing up. Yeah, they're trying to find a way to put Boots somewhere else. Like, yeah, put Boots over there in the WBA fighting for nothing. Fighting for an interim title. Like, so now you're no longer in the WBA rankings, the WBC, man. You shouldn't do that. Much love in that super chat. Hey, Slick Skip in the building said, Fanon, you know the best sandwich in his Cuban sandwiches, period. Oh, I do like Cuban sandwiches, bro. I will tell you I don't like them olives, though. I'm not a big fan of the use of olives in food. I just don't like olives. But you know what I mean? He said he's in the Hall of Fame, but having a duck title will overpower anything his legacy will say, but be questioned as to why he didn't fight Errol Spence. Yeah, pretty much, unless Errol loses somebody else. And then they'll say, see, we was never nothing. We would have fought if he wouldn't have lost the fight. I mean, that's the problem, man. These guys, but maybe they'll fight in the next one. He said, no, you can't say about Spence. I'm not sure what you mean, Barbara D. I'm not sure what you mean, Barbara. You gotta expound upon that for me. Happy Turkey Day to everybody in the chat. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, it's still gonna go down on Thanksgiving. I don't have my Thanksgiving dinner till Thursday. My mother's doing something, non-traditional because we got some cousins that are going to be late getting into town. So we're going to have Thanksgiving on Friday. Zena 360 said Ortiz and Stanionis for the WBA regular, which takes you out of the rankings for the other belts. Ortiz comes out of the ranking, win or lose. Boots becomes number one in the WBO. Yeah, Boots should not fight for any tertiary belt if there's any chance that it is going to take him out of those WBO rankings, because he's in line for to be the mandatory for two different divisions, breaded eggplant sandwich from, man, you guys eat a lot of stuff. I ain't eating no breaded eggplant. Please tell him to, what is that? I'm not sure. So Bob Arum was right a whole time about Crawford. I can't speak on it. All I can tell you is what I saw now, man. But look, Shakur Stevenson, though, man, I think this Shakur Stevenson is getting a bum rap. I think he's getting a bum rap, man. They out here trying to fight. And I want to talk about Shakur, too. He's such a good fighter, man. Like, for all of this stuff, like there's not enough talk about Shakur Stevenson. I don't know what it is that Shakur Stevenson is going to have to do, man. But Shakur Stevenson, he didn't take the route of aggressively calling out Devin Haney, which I think is a big mistake. I think it's a big mistake, man. You should have went for that. You should have went for Devin. Should have said it. You should have been out there talking about it, man, so people can generate more conversation about your name. And you could have been in the position of getting it done. Bud will retire before he has to fight Boots or Errol. He may, man. Key 215 says Shakur is about his business. He's ducking no smoke. I don't think he will duck anybody. But they're trying to lay that. They're trying to lay Carl Frampton ducking him out there. But Carl Frampton is at 126. And so I don't know. And is he fighting Miguel Mariaga? I don't think he fought Miguel Mariaga. Anyway, Shakur should be pressing Devin. Yeah, he should be. He should be pressing Devin hard. Trying to get that fight and making sure he don't lead a weight class. Because, dude, if he leaves that weight class, you're not getting undisputed. You can forget that. You know what I'm saying? You can forget that. He called out Pitbull Cruz. Yeah, he said if Pitbull Cruz don't want to fight him. But it's not going to happen either way. He's not going to fight Pitbull. Man, dude, I didn't even see how that fight was going to happen anyway. Anyway, you cut it. I don't see how did I slice my finger, man? I gotta cut my nails. Hold on, let me get rid of this stuff. Shakur being nice is being too nice. Yeah, absolutely is. Absolutely he is. Because, man, dude, if you were the undisputed champion, man, Devin Haney would not be polite to you. I don't believe that. And go Z360 and going to 154 wouldn't help either because Charlo fighting is mandatory for the WBO in January, so he can't get a title shot in that way either. Nope. The 154 is a longer weight for him than anything. And it's not a money division. That's why if he said he can make the weight for a long time, he needs to stay in the weight. Boots needs to stay in the weight class he's in because 147 is a money division. It's going to come around. And he's got the Virgil Ortiz fight, which eventually is going to be a big fight. That fight is big, and those guys are going to eventually try to come there. If he can stay disciplined and stay at that weight, he should stay there. He should definitely stay there. And because those guys are going to eventually have to come around to him. Even the guys at lightweight that are welterweights. Like Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a welterweight, man. That dude is not very far off of I don't know what weight class Jerron would have fought at if Jerron Ennis was fighting when he was 16. He may have turned pro, maybe turned pro at 140 or something and when he was 16. Williams Zepeda doesn't want that fight either. Nah, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully they can get it done. Hopefully they'll get something nice for him. I think they should be able to get something nice for him. Hopefully. I was trying to get Tammy on the chat, but Tammy don't want to come out. But I'll try one more time. Tammy, there's a link. You said, and you put a super chat in there, so there it is. But that's what I hope, man. I just hope that he goes that Boots goes for that WBO. The WBO, because that WBA, like, that's a ways off. It's just a ways off. And I wouldn't be surprised if Virgil Ortiz winds up going to 154. But I think Virgil Ortiz also started. Didn't he also start at 140? So maybe he's got a little bit longer time at 140, man. Zenith 360 said Boots never said he was having weight issues or moving up. That is Bud fans' wishful thinking. No, what do you mean? D-Ray said the IBF. I know that. No, I mean the WBO. I mean the WBO. I know that he's the IBF mandatory, but I mean the WBO. I hope he goes the WBO route because he's going to be the WBO mandatory in a minute too. So why not? I like that. Why not go there? That brother is full of donkey dust. Yeah, why not go for the IBF? I mean, go for the WBO. It's probably an easier fight for him too. This is gonna be RuPaul in the middle of the week. What's going on, man? Yeah, it's RuPaul in the middle of the week. That was RuPaul in the middle of the week. Sweaty KFC say you think it's more likely Ryan KO Tank or win a split? The win a split is more likely. Winning a split is more likely. Neither one of them, in my opinion, are highly likely. You know what I mean? Neither one of them are highly likely. I got Jerron in that thing. I think the more risky fight for I got Gervonta. I think the more risky fight for Gervonta is the fight with Hector Cruz. I think that is the I think that's the more difficult one. The one that's the bigger issue is Hector Cruz. Hector Cruz is a good fighter. I don't think that is not a tune-up. He's coming off of major wins, you know. Hey, Kai Jin in the building. What's going on, bro? What's good, brother? Thank you so much for your support. IBKJ said, "Are you going live for Frank versus Rivera?" Probably not, man. I might start doing it, but I'm not really big, man, on calling fights. I like talking to you guys in the morning, man. I'm so sleepy. But like I have to sleep for hours in order to do that, man, before a fight. I like to just chill out and watch boxing matches, you know? He said, Hector Cruz, I got you, big dog. I'm just telling you, I think Hector Cruz is a good fighter. I think Hector Cruz is a good fighter. I wouldn't underestimate Hector Cruz. Rick Tim says, I have Riviera beating Garcia, beating Martin. I mean, he may. I got an even money fight. It's going to be, the issue is going to be whether or not Martin can get inside that jab. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I don't think that they're going to push him. I think that they believe in him. That's for sure. I think they obviously believe in Frank Martin. So that's very, very good to see, man. Yeah, he does got a big head, but he's a big guy. He's a big guy. I like Michel Rivera, though, man. I think Michel Rivera is a very, very good fighter, man. So, I mean, those Dominican fighters are coming on. They got several good Dominican fighters. Hey, what's what's his name, Dominican? Jason Rosario. Isn't Jason Rosario Dominican too? David Anderson said the boxing game is not like the old days, all politics. Hey, man, these guys are all trying. I do believe this, though. Certain dudes are trying to I think some dudes are on this money a little bit much, man. Like you got to do the work, man. Like sometimes some positions you're just not going to get paid as much as if you're trying to be the guy that gets over the mountaintop, you know, like I think these guys get funny when they see they get overly strategic with their career. Aaron Muhammad in the building. What's going on, brother? He said, Bud just doesn't give Errol a step towards undisputed. No way Errol's ducking him. Let somebody else do the heavy lifting. Do the heavy lifting at 147. Hey, man, that's why I'm saying go ahead and give Bud that fight so he can prove it. Jaco said, Fanon, you should have an official duck day. Cruz and Cepeda have joined the duck clubhouse. Isaac Cruz, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think they were going to make that fight either. I just think that's a bad motion. But he was going to lose it. So, him fighting Shakur is a sure loss. And Cepeda, Cepeda not wanting Shakur. I mean, I don't think any of those guys are going to want Shakur. That's why Shakur needs to try to. But Shakur needs to say be talking about Devin. I mean, I don't even know what you're doing. What are you doing? Like, that don't make any sense to me. What Shakur's taught, what Shakur and that Devin stuff makes no sense to me. Like, man, I think they selling you that okie doke, brother. That is not even funny, Harry Garcia. Errol is a professional ducker. He should be called Errol the Duck Spence. That's not even funny, brother. I mean, that's not even funny. But I don't see how the guy with 3 belts that wanted to fight is doing the ducking. At least Bud fans like my man, Jah Muhammad, won't say Errol is ducking. John Bowie in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. He said, who having the Bud duck, the Bud bird, who's having the Bud bird for Thanksgiving? The turducken. Man, I really like that, man. That stuff was excellent the first time I had it. It was excellent. He said, I agree. Why is Devin fighting Loma instead of Shakur anyway? Well, Shakur was because Lomachenko was the first one up. However, I think Shakur is nuts for not calling out Devin Haney aggressively. You're never going to have a better chance, man. You're never going to have a better chance. But buddies. You know what I mean? And I just don't believe the Haneys have buddies. I don't believe it, man. I think those guys are about themselves like they should be. I think they are Devin and Bill are team Haney. And that's all I think. And for him not to be asking for that fight because they're his friends and we agreed we'll get to it eventually. Bro. Okay. We'll see if that ever eventually happens. Key 215 said, you think Shakur should come straight to Devin without a fight in between to test the new weight class? Yep. Absolutely. Brother, you are not 78 Sports TV, bro. Shout out to 78 Sports TV, bro. Why are you being look, RuPaul. Leave me alone, man. Just leave me alone, man. Get a life, man. Michael Dim said, I think Shakur wants one fight before Devin to feel out the weight. After his first win, he's gonna go at Dev. Nah, you need to go at him now. You need to go at him now. In my book, I don't see what benefit there is in waiting. You should be looking for the fight right away. Why not? There's other fighters don't. A whole lot of people. Dude, he said Shakur ain't ready to lose that. Oh, he won't. Creole the Travel, Zepeda, Prograis, go Rigo. I mean, go Rougarou. That's my thought. Go Rougarou, man. I'm looking forward to seeing my man Regis Prograis, Regis Progrurius. I'm looking forward to seeing Regis Progrurius get him a shot at that belt. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's my thoughts. But no, you go right for it. Why not? What's he need to wait? What's he need to wait around for? He don't need 3 fights. He can go right on in there. He went right from 126 to right into 130. So come on in there. Get in there. What you got? What you waiting for? Alvin Johnson said, I agree. Shakur ready for Devin right now. Them guys know one another too well not to want to fight. I can see them fight 2 times as well. And a future 3 times those fights are close. We'll see, bro. I just think if I am in Shakur Stevenson's position, I will want that fight right away, and you can tuck that friendship till later. We'll hang out after the fight. And it's a good fight. Keep it pushing. Unless he doesn't think he can win, and then that's something else, you know? Original Skywalkers of Fanon, no religious tip, but Shakur, Stevenson, and Devin are Muslims. They will not press hard on it right now. Religious law. Why? And when did Shakur become Muslim? I didn't know that he was Muslim. But he's a Puerto Rican Muslim? Man, I didn't know that. I don't know, but I don't see why not. I don't know. I don't see why not. That seems to me to be that doesn't seem quite right to me, but okay. Shakur let Devin make him feel guilty and acted like he did something wrong by calling out Devin. Use that friend-ish when it's convenient, man. I wouldn't be buying none of that. I'm just going to tell you. I wouldn't be buying none of that. Like, hey, man, what you want me to do with grown men? He said, man, Muslims fight each other all the time. They had wars. Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't know that he was. I didn't know. Also, they changed him from a black Muslim to a Puerto Rican Muslim. They can't strike each other in the face. Then they should never be able to fight each other. Then they can't ever fight each other. Then if that was the case, then say never. And that's why we can't do it. Never. We can't never fight each other. I don't believe that there has never been 2 Muslim fighters that fought one another. I have a very, very, very hard time believing that there is not any Muslim fighters that have fought each other. I off the top of my head, I can't think of any. But seeing as ain't none of them have Arabic names, you said ask Muhammad Kawi. Yeah, I just couldn't tell you. When it's Tank Devin locked into a fight, or say when it's Tank Devin not locked into a fight, but when Shakur, that's on his network, wants to fight, he's locked in with Loma. That's why everyone has been crying about that. Then why has everyone been crying about Tank and Ryan? You already know the answer to that. Hey, yo, oh, by the way, RuPaul, you got to create another account because I banned you. I didn't just kick you out. I banned you. Usually I'll just kick you out because I know you like to, I know you like to get your little thrills by trying to jump on and say something real fast, real quick. But you got banned for that one, brother. Who did Muhammad Ali fight? Muhammad Ali fought a lot of people. I can't tell you if he fought somebody who was Muslim or not. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Oh, he said I can. Mike Tyson, Clifford ATN. Shakur means thankful in Arabic. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson. But okay, that's what's up. I didn't know. It is what it is, man. Y'all can see it is what it is. That's what it is, man. He said, isn't it funny? Tank ducked, but now they admit he has to fight Loma and not available. Look, man, you're never going to give those cats are never going to give Gervonta Davis any credit for anything. And they're going to give Shakur Stevens. I mean, they're going to give Devin Haney praise for everything. It's on lock, okay? It's on lock. There's no logic behind. There's no true. There's a logic behind it, but it's just very, very flimsy. You know what I mean? Like, we've known the man is locked in for fights. We know that the man. Yes. Oh, Saad Muhammad fought Muhammad Kawi. Okay, yeah, there. Thank you, go. Thank you, brother. That's just how it's going to go. And you know it. And watch, it's going to happen. You got the wrong person. You just got the wrong person. He said, report, hey, Puerto Ricans tend to be Catholics, don't they? Most Puerto Ricans are Catholic that I've met. Anyway, John Boy say, you wrong, bro. You know how long it took RuPaul to put on tight dress and find out if I didn't put him up. Professional makeup. Yeah, man. Hey, man, I had to throw him out, bro. I had to ban him on that one. Sorry. You out here trying to start stupidity, brother. I mean, Devin has done the most in that division for non. No, he is not. I don't think he has. Simeon A, what happened? You ducked the smoke, bro. I don't think you do more than everybody in one fight. If I had to say who's done the most in that weight division, I would say Lomachenko has. Lomachenko has fought the most. Let me see. Lomachenko has fought the most world champions out of anybody there, because he won the WBO belt. He won. Maybe he got a. Maybe no. Yeah, he beat. He beat Pedraza for the WBO. He beat Linares for the WBA. He got a vacant WBC though, and he fought Teofimo Lopez for the IBF. So the person that did the most is Lomachenko. Devin fought George Kambosos, man. He fought George Kambosos. Great accomplishment, but that's the only real dude. I mean, it's not even a real dude that he fought. I don't think. I mean, do you think that George Kambosos is going to go around beating? We'll see what happens with George Kambosos for the rest of his career. I don't think it's going to pan out. I think he's going to wind up taking a bunch of L's. If he fights Shakur, he's going to take an L. You know, at least that's how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. But if I had to say who did the most, I would say Lomachenko. But I don't think any of the top fighters, I mean, none of them have proved that they're the best. There's at least three guys, probably four guys that are in the running for being the best guy in the division. Rick Tim said Devin beat Kambosos twice. That's the definition of the easy route. Devin is no duck, but he needs real smoke like Tank, like Shakur, like Boots, like Inoue, and more. They all really haven't been tested. I still think Tank got tested. Shakur fought Valdez. I think that counts. Oscar Valdez is a good fighter. Boots is, yes, I agree with Boots. Monster Inoue, I think he really did beat all the best guys down there in that raggedy ass weight class. But he needs to move up. But yeah. Only one I disagree with is Tank. And I'm going to maintain that I disagree with that. I just don't think anybody's ever going to get that man any credit. Like, I don't get why Leo Santa Cruz doesn't count. I don't get why Mario Barrios doesn't count. And I don't get why Jorge Linares, why Jose Pedraza at 130 pounds doesn't count. This man has not just been in one weight class, he's been in 3 weight classes. That's me. Yeah, Devin's got a lot of fights too. But look, I'm not saying that he's not. Linares. Yeah, I mean, Linares is a good fight. It's okay. But Linares just got knocked out. But Linares is just, man, Linares is the problem with Devin's win over Linares. And yeah, he's been in 4 weight classes. I'm sorry. Yeah, the man's been in 4 weight classes. I just don't get he's consistently fighting dudes a lot bigger than him. But you know, we all got what we got to say, man. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what Devin gets to 154. Let's see if he can go from 135 to 140 to 147 to 154. Do I count JoJo Diaz for Devin? Not really. I mean, it's a win, but he's coming off a loss to Gary Russell at 126. I mean, it's okay. JoJo Diaz is okay. It's not bad, but did you ever have any doubt? Like, no, I don't consider JoJo Diaz as a top lightweight. No, I don't. Not especially after he lost to Gary Russell like that. And Gary Russell's a very good fighter. In a way, need to fight an elite black fighter or even just spar one because he's done neither. I don't know, man. Well, look, man. Those are little itty bitty weight classes. So whatever. There's a lot of really good fighters and a lot of fighters down there, those little itty bitty weight classes. But there's just not a lot of fighters in those weight classes. Seeing as there's not a lot of fighters in the weight class, you know, I'm not really sure what I can do with it. You know what I mean? Hey, John Boy said, did you see the difference in size? The size difference when JoJo and Devin fought, my lord, it looked like Jack and the Beanstalk. Dude, Devin Haney and everybody he fights. I've not seen Devin fight anybody that he wasn't a lot bigger than. But he makes the weight, so he's in the weight class, though. So it is. You make the weight. You know, he makes the weight. But at 140, you know, we'll see what goes on at 140. You know, JoJo never won a real belt. It's just a name on Devin's list. JoJo is a nice tune-up. Now he got the IBF off of Tevin Farmer. He did have a legitimate belt. He won that off Tevin Farmer. So yeah, I think he did, man. But look, I don't have a problem with Devin Haney's done at 135. I don't think anybody really has had a fight that makes it stand out. Devin and Lomachenko, I think, is going to be a good one. But, you know, they're already crying about it. So, because if he wins, you know, he's not going to get enough credit because Lomachenko looks like he might have coming off of a loss to Jermaine Ortiz. Zenith 360 when it's Tank, the best need to fight each other immediately. When it's Shakur and Devin, it can wait until 140, which may be years from now. Yeah, no doubt. Because it's just what's good for Devin. What would Devin Haney say? Do you remember that WWJC? What would Jesus do? What would WWDD? What would Devin do? What do I think is important? Well, what would Devin do? What would Devin do? You need to get them little string things that tied around there. I don't know if he's food or not. I think Devin's an excellent fighter. Zenith 360 said, read my super chat. I just got you, brother. Got you up there too. Thank you for that support, bro. Let me get you that gong for that super chat for sure. Hey, Fundora could participate in the Russian-Ukraine war. Just be reaching across the ocean real quick. Now that's the thing that got me when cats thought Lomachenko ducked because he went to war. Like, man, come on, man. Like, for real, is it that serious? You know what I mean? Is it that serious? Fanon, Devin doesn't need 154. He will have a long reign at 147. Boots, Spence, and Bud all have to move up. Look, no, he will not. I'm going to tell you right now, he ain't having no long reign at 147. Why? Why do you think he's having a long reign at 147? You think why? Boots is 24 years. So Boots is 25 years old. He stays in the gym. There ain't no reason to believe that man can't be there in 3 years. Why not? Why you thought? Why? Yeah, I think that sounds like wishful thinking. Errol and those guys are going to be gone, but Jerron may very well be there. Virgil Ortiz may stay there. Gary Antoine Russell will be there. You got fighters, bro. There may be another welterweight that pops up. Will Wright in the building said Dwight Muhammad Kawi fought Matthew Saad Muhammad. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I know that I'm not buying. And plus, they didn't say that that's why they couldn't fight. Does Devin have the power to hang long at 147 versus the top dogs there? Look, dude, I don't think if you count on Boots leaving that weight class, I mean, that just sounds kind of crazy. That sounds a little crazy to me. Sounds like wishful thinking to me. Hey, man, how many likes? Do we got 600 likes? Can we get? No, we do not have. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Can we get the likes over 500 at least? Ring that gong. Yes, sir, Will Wright. Much love into that super chat, Real White. Thank you for that support, brother. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super chat and the Cash App. Thank you guys so much, man. Does Devin have the power to hang that long? I don't know, man. Oh, my, that first collar was too much. Man, that's my guy. Hey, what's going on, Ja Muhammad in the building? Where you at, brother? Hey, don't let him sweat you, Mr. Muhammad. You know you're my guy. I'm arguing with you. I'm just arguing with you like I'd argue with a friend. Trust me, my friends try that stuff to me too, bro. Like, nah. Fahim Sator, Blue, a good dude, but I agree. He don't stop. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not with me, man. Sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I read that. Tommy Smith, much love in that super chat, brother. Please don't leave the Oak. Please don't doubt the Oakland native. I mean, if you're talking about him fighting the guy from Philadelphia, I doubt him very much. There's no way, bro. Where are you, Tammy? Tammy, much love in that super chat, brother. Sister, Tammy, what you want to talk about, Tammy? Come on, Tammy. I put the link in the chat. Tammy, here it is. You here, Tammy. There you go. Come on, Tammy. You said you wanted to say something. Hey, you do not have to put your face on. You don't have to put your face on if you don't want to put your face on. And there is no smoke for you, Tammy. So you can say what you want to say, and it's all going to be good. Best show on YouTube. Thank you, Charlie Smith. And for president, nah. Yeah, nah. But I appreciate you, bro. Zenith, I agree. Some people are natural power punchers. Not saying Devin will become one overnight, but it could increase when he stops stripping himself to a zombie to make that weight. Zenith 360, I just do not believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't think he sits down. I think he punches not to get hit back. I just don't believe it. I'm just being honest. I don't believe it. Just a little support from my man. Hey, Aaron H. Muhammad. Thank you for that. Thank you for that support, bro. And John Bowie, huge in that super chat, brother. Big 20 in the Cash App, brother. Thank you, John Bowie. He said, happy Thanksgiving from my family to yours. Thank you, brother. Thank you, John Boy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that support, man. And thank you for the Thanksgiving gift, bro. You and my man Slick Skip. Tammy, call in and let's talk about that Bud duck sauce. Yeah, if Charles Smith, your intellect's on another level for now compared to other YouTube boxing channels. That is true. That is true. I do believe that. Yes, sir. I believe that. Unfortunately, sometimes it manifests itself into a little bit of craziness. But yeah. Them dudes need to leave me alone, bro. Like, for real. Noon, you know what bugs me, man? I talk to too many young folk because I'm now saying for real. I say for real. I say cap. You guys are messing with me, man. Y'all messing with me. But yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you that in a minute. Yep. I have drugged them. Ain't no will drug them. I have drugged them. I have. Through the ground. Like just, yeah. No, bro. Easy money. Easy money, too. Easy money. I will maintain that. For now, I've been told you that. I used to do it all the time. Cats got brave a couple times. They didn't get brave no more. They just left. Like, they just left. And that's okay. No worries, man. Just leave. For now, for real, it's from our generation. Is it? For real? Okay, that's what's up. All right, yeah. All right, then good. I don't feel bad. For real? Yeah. Okay. John Boy in the building. He said, honestly, I learned so much from this channel. Sadly, I can't learn patience. Hey, look, man. Oh, they're easy money. They're easy money. Because they all cheat. They cheat. Only person I accept from that is BFTB because I will never debate BFTB. That's my guy. So yeah, I'll claim I'll never do it with him because that's my guy. I want BFTB to whoop all of them. So I be having all kind of fun laughing and watching BFTB. BFTB is fun. So I leave any comment about debating in BFTB, I just kind of put to the side. But the rest of y'all, easy money, man. Easy money. I see you starting to get smoked by, dude, let me tell you this. I will smoke y'all so easy that I literally see people taking my arguments and smoking you with them. That's how I know. Man, I was like, look, bro. Son, I was like, look, man, first of all, the structure. BFTB said the same thing. He would never debate the GOAT for 9. Never. For what? Never. I would never do it. He doesn't even have to say that. I would say that. I'm not going to debate. That's my guy. No, that's my guy. So that is seriously never. I would never debate that dude. I'll tell you in a minute. That's how you think. Oh, that's what you think? Okay. That's it. You know what I'm saying? 2100 Dirk said, don't go against Oakland's undisputed Devin Haney. I'm not going against him. Nah, dude, seriously, man. They be killing him. I'll be laughing. Seriously. They be killing him. Killing him. Just, it's easy money. Like, easy, like, with it. Like, not, I mean, metaphorically, bro. No, bro. I will tell you in a minute, no. Because look, let me tell you something. Because once you have all the facts, then you're talking about your opinion. I don't do it like he does it. I do it differently than he does it. So I enjoy that. He doesn't do it like I do it. You know what I mean? So it's just fun to me. And no, man, it's like no. Man, that's like a son to me, man. Like, you know, that's like, dude, it's like a little brother to me, man. That's like somebody that you just go to see the game just to watch him be murk y'all. I got I got nothing but good wishes for him. So how can I? The rest of y'all, kind of like my mother. Not debating with my mother. You're just taking an L. Like that's an L any way you go. You know what I mean? Chris Carbone said, I just hope we get a good fight. That's all I'm asking for as a fan and a fighter. Hey, Fanon, love the boxing talk every day. Must tune in and listen. Thank you, Chris Carbone. Thank you, brother. That's big in that support, brother. Thank you, bro. When I was at William Jewell, I stopped cutting my hair after football season ended and had a massive afro by the time outdoor track season came. I never got it braided though. Oh, for real? You never braided it up? He said, I did drop a $25 over at BFTB on your behalf. Yeah, don't make him. Hey, y'all, I appreciate that. But just so you know, bro, whole lot of people on BFTB's chat don't like me. For no good reason, though, I must say. No good reason from us. No good reason. Absolutely no reason. But I just was never going to explain myself. So I was like this kind of the person like, look, man, if you think something about me, you're just 100% wrong. But you can keep thinking it. Don't make a difference to me. Because I ain't never done nothing to you but help you. Nothing. However, a whole lot of people over there, it is what it is. But like, you know what they say, brother? You know what they say? You just keep growing and showing. You pause for y'all that got dirty minds. You just keep growing and showing. I told you, I don't need y'all. I like you. I don't need you. Just like you may like me. You don't need me. John Bowie doesn't need me. You know what I'm saying? I kind of need John Bowie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the more of I need John Bowie than John Bowie needs me, right? But I don't need y'all. And I said it. I don't need you. Like, don't get it twisted. I don't need you. Never did. I was always, dude, I'm going to grow. And then on top of it, as soon as I didn't deal with a whole lot of stuff, I grew a lot faster. Never wanted to do anything but help brothers. That's it. Wanted to help brothers. And how many of y'all have grown at all? Very few. Very, very few. Please note, very, very few. Dirk, 2100 Dirk said the fight of the year has been quick. The fight the year has been quick pro quo. I don't get that, 21 Dirk. He said, nah, this is good for my mental health. Now one know my story. I just keep it. No one know my story. I just keep it private. Hey, no worries, bro. Look, man, whole lot of people have had issues. Oh, said Charleston said many people here who be in the BFTB chat. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely, yeah. I send people to BFTB all the time. As much as I can. Dude, BFTB cusses a lot. He cusses a lot. He will definitely use the N-word frequently. But what I like about the dude is an honest guy, man. He's an honest dude, man. And he's going to tell you what he thinks, man. And he's a loyal dude, too. So you can't, and it's very few people can balance being honest and being loyal at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like a juggling act that is one that I'm not capable of doing. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, but I don't go over there. I don't say a lot of stuff over there. You know what I mean? This dude said the most biased channel on YouTube. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? Mr. Improved Deuce. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. If you think I'm the most of anything, that is a compliment. Now, you are the least likely to keep talking under that name. John Boy says, salute, John Boy. Love you, bro. Thank you, Joshua Furlong. Much love in that super chat, bro. Yeah, he be cooking dudes, man. And Joshua, much love in that super chat, brother. Yeah, it's just a different vibe, man, but that's my guy. He knows his boxing very, very well. And knows his boxing very, 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 very well. But nah, man. Anyway, as far as back all to that debate and stuff, yeah, I'll debate anybody. I mean, I'm not going to debate. And I'll take that wrong. I don't debate anybody. I don't. If I like you, I won't do it. If I like you, I won't do it. It's just not fun. It's not fun. I'll let you just carry your point. It's not fun. You know what I mean? Fanon likes to hurt people with facts and logic. Dude, cats be choking themselves most times. Honestly, I just sit there and let people hurt themselves. I don't even really do something. I just let you lose. I just wait for you to lose. You know what I mean? Like, that's it, pretty much it. I just wait around. Just gonna wait around for you to beat yourself. Aaron Muhammad said, Leo Santa Cruz is a great boxer. He counts as a test for sure. Yeah, I don't get that, bro. Yeah, you just sweep aside Leo Santa Cruz like he's nothing. I was ringside for that fight, man. That man is bigger than Gervonta Davis. Yeah, Zena 360. Yeah, he's a good dude. He said, facts, survival and success is the best revenge. Yeah, it's like these guys thought I was like, you thought I was going somewhere? No, brother, I got sick. I got stressed out. So I just needed to take a little time off. So I took some time off. Balanced my life out, and I jumped right back on YouTube. There you go. Now what? You gonna try to be out there just trying to humiliate me and act as if something happened to me? Bro, there's nothing happened to me that don't happen to millions of people all the time. That don't happen to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Something did happen to you. I blew by y'all. Blew by you. I'll say that. Because I was like, okay, see ya. Nowhere, and standing right here at the same time. Tammy Smith, much love in that super chat. Thank you, Tammy Smith. And who said, what was fight of the year? Fight of the year was, I don't know, man. That's interesting. There's a bunch of people that say, for me, my favorite fight this year was Errol and Yordani Ugas. And then another great fight that I really liked was man, somebody's gonna give me one that was really good. Ah, God, man. Yeah, that's the one. Fundora Lubin. Lubin and Fundora that was a great fighter too. That was a great fight, no doubt. Jermell and Castano, man. I like Jermell and Castano. That was a great fight. I said, thank you, brother. I draw strength from you. Mental health is a B. Look, man. It's also a savior. Because, man, if somebody got something to say about that, then good. You're out of your life. You know what I'm saying? They just out of your life. And that's good. Because now you know, okay, you're one of them people. Because judgmental people are just, generally speaking, people that you don't want to be around. Because really, how can you judge anybody? Based on what you know you've gone through in your life. And I don't have to worry about any particular. I'm going to tell you, any particular person listening, you know you have things in your life that are going on. You know it. So you looking at other people and pointing people as just you distracting yourself from yourself or other people from yourself. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, whatever, brother. Like, seriously. Like, I learned that very, very early in life when I was the only black kid in an entire white school and pretty much entire white neighborhood and an entire white city. That you can be in certain circumstances where people are going to ridicule you no matter what. And guess what? It just doesn't matter what you do. I could do anything that I wanted to do, was never going to get the color out of my skin. So I realized at a very early age, man, you know what? I have to rely upon myself to feel good about myself. I have to congratulate myself for being myself because I can never rely upon them doing it. And that carries you through a lot of other stuff. Fanon in the fast lane racing by them all. I mean, on the real, it is what it is, bro. I didn't race past anybody. Those are just numbers of people that push a button. There's no difference between me now and when I had 5,000 subscribers. You know, now when I had 100, 200 and all that, yeah. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't really doing like this. I didn't have the same routine. But dude, I'm literally talking to a camera. Talking to this camera. That's it. It's a camera. It says Logitech. It's a camera. I don't see 438 people. There may be 7,000 people. What I say there's 7,000, 7,000 people that watch this live stream, right? Throughout the course of it. Not everybody stays the entire time, but say it gets 6,000, 7,000 people, right? Dude, I don't see 6,000, 7,000 people. All I do is I'm sitting in the same room with lights on, looking at the camera, talking boxing, reading words. That's it. I'm not any bigger other than if I gain some weight. That's people's egos. And yeah, I'm the man. No, you're not the man, bro, because there's some dude with 1 million subscribers. There's a guy with 1 million. There's people that turn on their YouTube, man, they got 25,000 people listening to him talk at any given time. You know what I mean? So how arrogant you gonna be? Just to me, it just doesn't. There's no levels to the game. It's just you. It's it. It's just you. And nobody better than you. Ain't nobody worse than you. Period. No joke. And I know dudes that I've known for a very, very long time, bro. I've known these dudes for a very, very long time. I knew these dudes when they literally did not have anything. And I knew the difference between the guys that didn't, that started thinking that they are something because they have something now. Well, what happens if you don't have it anymore? What happens if when you don't have it anymore? You go back to being nothing? Right? Because, dude, I went to nothing. I'm going to be very, very honest with you. I went to nothing. I went from something to nothing to something, according to those definitions. I went from something to nothing to something. As a matter of fact, I went from something to nothing to something to nothing to something. If you do that, if you do all of that. No, brother, you're the same body, same walking around, all of that. But I will tell you in a minute that, bro, I'm no worse than any of you. Not a lick, bro. Rick Tim said I had a similar. All my classmates were white and Asian, like while everyone I was kicked it with away from school was black. Such a dichotomy I endured and experienced. Yeah, then you know the deal. That's the deal. No, the happiest person I know y'all ain't Harry Potter. Y'all ain't Harry Potter heads. But there was this thing in Harry Potter where in the first episode of Harry Potter where they had this mirror called the Mirror of Errol, which is honestly just a mirror image of desire. And he said the happiest person in the world would look into this mirror. And when you look in the mirror, you see exactly what you want to see. Nothing more, nothing less than your greatest desire. And they said that the happiest man in the world, or the happiest person in the world, rather, would look in there and see themselves just as they are. Nah, Harry Potter is trash. Nah, I loved it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I read every book, watched every movie. But anyway, the gist of it was that you're the happiest person in the world when you're happy being yourself. And if you've ever had any bout with, some difficulties with your thinking, you'll realize that, man. That's why they try to teach you to modulate your moods. Happiness is what you make. You know what I mean? Happiness is you. It's a mood that you have. And would you rather be a billionaire and miserable? Or would you rather be a poor pauper and happy every day, every moment of the day? Think about it. Would I rather be a miserable, absolutely positively miserable every minute of the day and have $1 billion in the bank? Or would I rather be happy every minute of the day with what I need I'd rather be happy. Because if that's the easiest answer in the world. You'd rather be happy. Why would you want to be miserable and wealthy? Doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather be happy. And I'm telling you, personal experience. I had left because, like I said, I've had something, lost something, had something. This particular stuff that y'all talking about, I didn't lose anything. I just needed to take a break and rest. But no, man, I lost my wife and kids. I was living in Chicago. They were living somewhere else. And I was living in the closest approximation of close to a mansion as you need to be. You know what I mean? A gigantic house with all kind of nice stuff in it. Just, refrigerator full of food, sleeping on a very, very big bed next to a giant TV the size of a wall. And I was miserable. Miserable. Because I didn't have my family with me. It's a lesson in life, man. It's a lesson in life. But look, thank you, bro. I draw strength from you. Mental health issue. Yeah, it's tough, man, but you just got to stay positive. That's it. Stay positive and keep working. And don't judge yourself, man. Try not to. Deal with your moods, all that good stuff. But they're not going to give you something you can't handle. You know what I mean? Hit like, brother, real stuff, bro. Real brother stuff. Just telling you, man. I don't get you. Like, people that grew up in the neighborhoods, having bullets and stuff fly around you, that's one thing. You know what I mean? And being in a safe situation where you're unhappy and unsafe. But if you're in a situation where you're safe, where you're happy, how does getting millions of dollars and then having to worry about getting somebody coming to get you every day and having everybody leech off your pockets and nobody really wanting to talk to you because who you are, how does that make your life any better? Truly. They're giving you your definition of, somebody else gives you a definition of happiness as a goal that you keep going for and going for and going for, and you're probably never going to find it. And by the time you find it, you're too old. You're too old to appreciate it. It's all kind of funny stuff, bro. It's right here. The link is right here, Tammy. It's right there. I'll do that before I bounce out of here. John Boyd in that super chat said, thanks. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and God bless everyone. Yeah, man. Thank you, man. God bless everybody for listening to me in this last little section of stuff, bro. Because people try to humiliate you. They think they can, you can't humiliate me, bro. I don't even know who you are. You know what I mean? Can't find that link you sent. I'm computer dumb. It's right there. Read the comments. The comment right below. It's 1, 2, 3, 3 things below you. It's 3 things below you. 3 comments below you is the link. And I'm glad that I waited long enough for you to be able to find the link. Can y'all hit that like button? Is there any way we can get 600 likes in this month? We got 500. It would have been great if we could got 600, though. Rick Tip said, great dialogue, man. Hey, man, my pleasure, man. Look, man, it doesn't do any good to hide, man. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't, bro. Cats out there try to ruin your reputation. Like, reputation with who? You know what I mean? Like, reputation with who? With you? You know what I'm saying? Like, with a computer? Like people that you're never going to see in your life, people that you don't know anything about. You got to click the link. And then after that, I'll see you in the background. You get a couple things. Yeah, you got to click the link. You just got to click the link, the last comment that I put. Ja Tony said, black man teach. Hey, man, it is what it is, bro. James Ward said, hey, Fanon, I don't have Cash App, but I'm going to send you some money through my daughter's Cash App. Love the platform. Thank you, James Wade, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your support, man. I appreciate it, brother. And that is really and truly what really, really counts, is the people that continually support the chat like that. But, there's a lot of funny dudes out there, man. A lot of funny. She doesn't understand. Well, just put it in the, Just put it in a comment, man. You should put it in you'll be able to put it in a comment, Tammy. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes, and then after that, we got to keep it pushing, bro. We gotta keep it but I so much appreciate your support, man. Ma'am. You in the link that I have, if you look at the comment in the comment section, you press that link, you should be able to jump on it. Terry Schmoot cross-checking for 9. Oh, he's just talking, man. Tony said no, he wasn't. No. He's lying. Terry Schmoot is just trolling. He's saying the opposite. He say, miss you, my dog, yesterday. My screen time was down because you wasn't on yesterday. Hey, James Way, hey, man, my bad. I had to take a day. Man. I had to take a day. But look, we got to try to figure out it next time, Tammy. We got to figure it out next time because I got to bounce up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody in the super chat. Thank you so much for your continued support of the channel. Hit the like button when you can on the way out the door if you've not done it already. But I'm about to be out. Deuces.